Click, click, boom! What's going on, faithful? The Nothing But Niners crew. This is probably going to be the last time the guys are all together on camera, that is, until after the game. So, guys, we're here to bring you guys another fun-filled show. We hope you guys like what you see. And if you do us a favor and hit that like button, okay? If you're here on YouTube, there's a like button there. Even if you're watching on Facebook, there's a like button. Make sure you guys give us that thumbs up, okay? Make sure you guys hit the subscribe button as well on the YouTube channel. That way you can lock in on all of our products here at Nothing But Niners on this video channel, okay? And then also, turn your notifications so you know exactly what we're doing. Impromptu videos. We do breaking news and all that good stuff. So make sure you're locked in, all right? Hit up the website, guys. It is www.nothingbutniners.com. That's going to be your one-stop shop for any and everything 49ers from us here at Nothing But Niners. We have a game preview piece up there over there by Anthony Perry. You guys have seen him on here before. He is Perry NBN on Twitter. I'm pretty sure that's what his handle is. I'm sorry if I butchered that, Perry. My bad. It's also going to show you our different social media platforms here. You're going to find our Twitter and our Snapchat. The handle is Nothing But 9ERS. Again, that is Nothing But 9ERS. It'll also show you our Facebook and our Instagram pages as well. That is Nothing But Niners, spelled all the way out. If you guys have questions, comments, concerns, or even want to send us some pictures in your game day attire, you got a nice little setup. All right. You guys want to send us all that stuff, you can send the images over to NB9ERS at nothingbutniners.com. All right, guys, we have been rocking all season long. The motto, the mantra, the war cry has been all gas, no brakes. And who has more gas and no brake than this guy right here, our 49ers own hype man, Wayne.
Hey, yo, faithful, what's going on? Let's get this joint popping, crack-a-lacking, because Jimmy got corn, and we don't care. We about to take Aaron Rodgers to kick his ass out of there. Let's get it, baby. Let's go.
I like it a lot. My man over here, if he gets too hyped, he starts breaking tables and desks. My man, 499. What's going on, man?
Up? It's NFC Championship weekend. What is up? I can't wait to talk about this. We're going to break this thing down. Man, listen, no one thought we'd be here. We're here. It's our time to shine, boys.
Absolutely. You know, we got Ali. He's not in here tonight. But Ali has been in the group saying he is finding it hard to sleep. And it looks like my man Robert is feeling the same way over here. Thank you for the contribution, Robert. I can't wait for this game. I can't even sleep. Now, the two gentlemen that I'm joined by tonight are actually going to be in the place to be. All right. How are you guys feeling? Are you getting nervous yet? Are the nerves setting in? Or are you still just more excited than anything? I mean, how are you guys feeling? Let me know.
I mean, I'm not going to lie and say I don't get nervous. I mean, I'm ice cold. You know what I'm saying? But I know once I get up in that stadium, bro, and I'm sitting in them seats, when that ball's about to kick off, I know my stomach going to be fluttering. I can tell you right now. I probably won't eat the whole game. You know what I'm saying? I probably won't breathe. I'll be like one deep-ass, big breath hold, and I'm probably going to have Tony calm me down. I'm going to have to calm Tony down. There's going to be a lot of, like, psychotherapy going on at that game.
The flight's going to be interesting. That's all I'm saying.
The flight is going to be interesting on the way there. And when we win that game, we're gonna shut that whole flight down on the way back. That's how I'm going in there with all confidence up, all guns blazing, all gas, no brakes. We're gonna go down, we're gonna take this game. We at home, ain't nobody coming in there. You know why? Because like my boy Diddy said, we ain't going nowhere. We ain't going nowhere. Hey, we can't be stopped now. Go see Bad Boys. Yes, Niners for life, baby.
Oh, man, it was right there. Just slam it home. You had it. It was right there. So, Tony, man, are you excited too, man? You going to be breathing? No, Tony ain't going to be breathing during the game. I know Tony. I know Tony. He's not breathing.
I'm going to be all right. I might throw a couple F-bombs out there, but, you know.
They can't hear you.
It is what it is.
Tony going to be texting you, Mike, the whole game. Yo, Mike, man. I don't know, man.
No. They ain't gonna be that. I'll start yelling and screaming. I'm telling you now. A game of this magnitude, I'm gonna be yelling and screaming.
I had to warn my mom. I was like, "Hey, mom, my boy Tony's with us. You know, I can't control. It's just going." She's like, "No problem." She said, "No problem, son. I already know."
No, I won't be disrespectful in front of your mom. Absolutely.
Nah, it's all good, bro.
No, I'm not like that. I am. Like that. Yeah, but that's your mom. You could be like that. That's your mom. You want to get crazy, you could be like that.
Oh, man. Nah, man. You go down there. We're going to enjoy ourselves. Just be you, bro. That's all you could do. Be you, man. But let's get into this game, Mike.
Now, you guys are flying down on the same flight. Is that correct?
Same flight there, same flight back.
Oh, so you did get the flight back already, Wayne?
Yes, sir.
I remember you were like, I got the flight there. I'll worry about getting back later.
Now, same night, I was like, I saw the price. I was like, let me just click, boom, and got that joint real quick.
All right, I like it. All right, fellas. So, man, let's talk about this game, man. Billy, thanks for the contribution. Oh, Miss Deb, they just keep coming in. Happy Friday, fam. Can't wait to see you guys.
My sweetheart right there, man. Hey, Miss Deb invited us to the tailgate, but I don't know if we're gonna have time to tailgate, Tony. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go in there, do what we gotta do, and then try to get back and go see Miss Deb, because I'm not leaving California without seeing Miss Deb, yo.
100%. We have plenty of time after the game.
Absolutely.
We're gonna be running through the airport like the Hertz commercial with O.J. Simpson.
Oh man, he took it back.
Shout out to the glove don't fit, Mr. O.J. man. Yo, man, make sure you retweet this, O.J. All right, man, go ahead.
All right, y'all are cracking me up already. All right, that's what I'm talking about, man. I'm feeling the energy. I'm liking what we're doing here, man. Miss Debbie, thank you so much for the contribution. I really, really appreciate it. She does a lot for us faithful, man. Hey, is that Kim over there?
Hi, Mike. Hi, guys.
Hello.
Hi.
That's what I'm talking about.
Sorry, I hit the wrong button.
Uh-oh.
I said hi.
You did
hi. We heard the first one.
Hey, sweetie, how you doing?
That's Wayne in the middle.
Make sure you take care of my husband, all right?
It's all taken care of. I got him.
Here we go. It starts already.
There and back.
Don't let him do anything bad.
Get going. Get out of here.
Making me choke.
I'd choke.
Going to Cali without the misses. I see what's happening here. All right. Get on them. Get on them.
Going to Cali without the misses.
Yeah, he's all right.
Get out of here. Stop.
All right, fellas. All right, so listen, this is what's going on, man. There's a lot of people starting to really, really think this is going to be a blowout, another one-sided game. And then there's the media. The media is painting the exact opposite image, okay? They're sitting here saying that they have a better pass rush and they have a better quarterback. And by the way, there's no running back on the 49ers roster that's better than Jones. And I mean, what is happening right now, guys? We don't have a number one wide receiver. I keep hearing that also. There's this narrative that's going around that all of a sudden, out of nowhere, the Packers seem like the team to beat, not the Niners. How are you guys feeling about that, man? Let's talk about it.
Go ahead, Wayne.
Oh, all right. I mean, like, yo, man, you know how the media is. The media has been this way all season long. All season long, the 49ers have been faced with the adversity of the media and them going against the grain. You saw how beginning of the season, you got certain guys out there saying we're going to go 3-13. I'm not going to mention no names, Adam Rank. But you got stuff like that that's happening, and cats are jumping on. And it's probably because last season, guys, a lot of people had the 49ers going high, and then they ended up, selling low. So I think with that, it just was a trend down. With the stuff that's coming out today, it's so blatantly disrespect. It's almost to the point to where, like, at some point, like, I don't know how the 49ers and their players are not responding, but I'm at my breaking point to where I just want to say, man, shut the F up. Like, you know what I mean? Like, real talk. But they're not. Like luckily, they're all business minded, like Tony would say. This game is, strictly business, nothing personal. And I think that's why they're going to go and do what they got to do. The fact that all I'm hearing is Aaron Rodgers this and Aaron Rodgers that, and nobody talking about how he got his ass whipped on national TV last time. It's just Aaron Rodgers this, and he's the number one quarterback, and he's won a certain amount of games straight. Will you please tell me them teams he beat going down the stretch, bro? We went through a gauntlet. That cat went through an ice cream machine. That cat had a whole slew of easy games. Like, come on, yo. Give me a break. All I'm saying is I'm not taking away from how great Aaron Rodgers is, because he's definitely a great quarterback. But my point is, like, he's Hall of Fame bound. But come on, guys, let's not throw slate and act like Jimmy G can't go out there and do it. No one's mentioning his name. No one's saying that Jimmy G is this. No one's talking about he almost threw for 4,000 yards this season with a quarterback rating of over 100. No one's bringing that. You know what? It's even more disrespect. And I want to let Tony talk now that the Comeback Player of the Year award came out, and the what's the other award? Comeback Player of the Year and most improved player of the year award come out, and they both go to Ryan Tannehill. Like, not like Jimmy G that tears ACL last season, week 3 or week 4, and didn't play the rest of the season, and he's come out and done this. All they want to do is bring up his interceptions, how Jimmy G cracks under pressure. Then last week, they just say, yo, don't let this man throw an interception because he's the most lethal quarterback out there. Where's those stats? Like, where is that information? How are they really disrespecting this team the way they're disrespecting this team? I have no idea. All I'm hoping for is that this is adding fuel, gasoline to the fire, because that's all teams have been doing all season. And if this game comes down to a shootout, I think we beat the shootout quarterback, and he's sitting his ass home watching it on the couch this year. I think we won that game. I don't think Aaron Rodgers wants to shoot it out with Jimmy G. I just don't.
You got me wanting to look up their last couple of games now just to see how they've done it, because I know that
Bro,
the narrative
they played 5 straight corny, whack, undefeated teams. I'm not undefeated. Teams under 500, bro. Straight up. Except I think they played the Vikings one of those games where the Vikings didn't have Dalvin Cook and blah, blah, blah. Like, come on, man. Throw me a bone here.
All right. Okay. All right. We're going to see what Tony's got to say about it, man. Like I said, I'm going to try to look it up. And I got some numbers to compare the two quarterbacks here. Someone sent us an email here. I'm going to give you guys some basic numbers here. Not the full breakdown. But, Tony, man, what are your thoughts on it all?
Before I start, someone has to say something. Go ahead. Say go Niners. Get out of here then, you little brat. Go.
Hey, he said, you're not getting me out there.
No. He was saying it the whole time I was on mute. Go Niners. Go Niners. Now I just want to say it. Go. All right. Here it is. And we spoke about this numerous amounts of times that no one respects this team. The media, the national media, ESPN, all these networks do not respect them. For what reason? I don't know. Okay. We went, 8-0, 9-0 out the gate? Where do we go? 8 or 9-0?
Started 8-0.
We went 8-0 out the gate. Okay. We went into a very tough part of our schedule where we went 2-1. We went New Orleans, Baltimore, New Orleans, and then we played Green Bay. I don't remember the order, but we played those 3 teams. We won a shootout versus New Orleans in that dome. Okay. So I don't understand how much more this team has to prove to get respect. Okay. Last week, you saw it last week. Everyone's saying, Minnesota's going to beat them. They're the better team. They're hot. They're streaking. Okay. What happened in Minnesota? They lost 27-10.
They got ass doodle.
Everything was about Dalvin Cook. Kirk Cousins is on fire. Adam Thielen. Diggs is amazing. Okay, Diggs had one play because of a blown assignment or whatever it was. He had a touchdown. Other than that, Dalvin Cook did absolutely nothing. Okay? Now, you're saying Green Bay, the Smith brothers. Like we had a couple years ago, we had Smith brothers. Now they have Smith brothers. Okay? We faced the Minnesota Vikings, who, in my opinion, is a top 3 defense overall. And you didn't hear a peep out of Hunter or Griffin, minus one play where McGlinchey was laid off the snap.
Mm-hmm.
So where is the respect? They shut down a top-tier defensive line versus Minnesota. Now, what's the excuse going to be when they beat Green Bay tomorrow, Sunday? What's the excuse? Oh, well, it was a short week for them. Oh, well, they had to travel west. The excuse has got to stop. This team is a good team. It's a tight-knit team. It's an excellent coached team. They're a very well-prepared team. And it's a team that's extremely focused, locked in, and on a mission to prove something. And that's all I'm going to say. That's all you can say. This team has answered every call, every challenge. So I don't understand why they're still against them. Listen, Aaron Rodgers is a phenomenal quarterback. There's no taking anything away from him. But I will tell you this. They're probably going to try to take – huh?
I thought you were going to say he's a crybaby. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
They're probably going to try to take Devontae Adams out of the game this week. Okay? So now the question is, if Green Bay is so good and we alleviate their top weapon, how do they beat us?
Jimmy Graham.
Like, do you understand what I'm saying? They're saying, they're light years above, like this, like. I don't know. I don't even know how to explain it anymore, but it's disgusting. It's annoying and it's ridiculous. It's getting to the point where it's really ridiculous.
It's
that was the other comment. The other comment I heard, Kyle Brandt's little rant on Good Morning Football, said, "Oh, we have a more established tight end than you." What does that mean?
Jimmy Graham's 33 years old. What the hell is he gonna do? Jimmy Graham got his ass lit by Dante Whitner when he was a Saint.
He ain't been the same since.
My man tried to get up and dunk the ball, and he had freaking sea legs. He couldn't even move. Okay? It's not discrediting the guy, but come on, man. George Kittle's the best tight end in the league, and you're going to tell me they have Jimmy Graham? Yeah, sure. You want to play 5-on-5 pickup basketball? Oh, okay. The guy's 6'5", 6'8", 6'7". He's good at basketball.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. This team deserves credit, and I'm tired of them not getting it.
I tell you what, man. I, for one, am happy that these headlines are reading the way that they are. I'll be honest with you guys. I don't do the whole trap game thing. I told you guys I think this team is too young. Too much losing has happened for this to be a trap game. It's the playoffs and all that stuff. But I will say this, man. There was a slight chance that these guys are a little overconfident. After we beat them the way that we did, we beat them by 29 points last time, guys. That's a lot. That's a lot. There were teams that finished the season without averaging 29 points a game. That was the margin we beat them by, right? Imagine thinking like this is gonna be a cakewalk. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just don't want to overlook anybody. And I think that the Niners needed these narratives. They needed these messages coming out from the media to remind them. I think the team does a good job of keeping themselves humble. I think they keep themselves in check. They do a good job of policing themselves, right? Mm-hmm. But just in case you weren't, everybody don't think all that highly of y'all. And here's why. You got the Pro Football Mike Florio.
Oh,
you got Good Morning Football, right? You got all these different people just talking all this buku talk about the Packers. Now, have you noticed when it comes time to pick these guys tomorrow, that's when all the shows are going to start making their picks.
Right.
I bet you it's a different story. They're talking up the Packers, but when it's time to put your money where your mouth is, I guarantee you it's a different story. But it's too late now. You already gave us bulletin board. You know what I'm saying? We already seen it now. It's all posted up already, and there's nothing you can do about it. We've taken the message, and now we're going to take it out on the Packers. That's what I think is going to happen. Hey, Danny, man, I wish you had wrote something in there, but thank you for the contribution. All right, fellas, I'm going to open up the floor to you guys. Let's talk some Niners Packers, man, and however you guys want to start, we can do this. Otherwise, I'm going to keep rambling over here. But I do have these numbers from Aaron Rodgers and
start with that, baby. Let's go. Let's go comparison, position by position.
So then right here, now this is on the season, okay? And this is kind of crazy, honestly. I'll be honest with you. When I saw these numbers, I didn't think this. Aaron Rodgers threw for 3,922 yards. Mm-hmm. All right. Jimmy Garoppolo threw for 3,978 yards. Mm-hmm. It's more than Aaron. Okay. Yards per attempt, 8.3 for Aaron, 8.4 for Jimmy. Touchdown and interception ratio. This is where Rodgers gets him. 28-11. Jimmy is 27-13. How is it that people don't understand that Jimmy doesn't have to, but he can if he needs to? I fail to realize how that escapes so many people. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, man. I just don't get it. So what are your thoughts on those basic numbers, guys? And then we'll get back to some real football talk.
Go away.
I mean, Jimmy Rodgers has more passing yards, right? I think he has more.
Jimmy Rodgers.
Not Jimmy Rodgers. Jimmy Garoppolo has more passing yards, and he had more touchdowns, right? And he had more interceptions. Coming from a first year really starter, that's not bad. You know what I mean? Like, opposed to a 95-year-old vet. I mean, that's pretty damn good, right? Who has 11 interceptions? I can't believe I put those two names together, Jimmy Rodgers. But like, I think that what you said about, he doesn't have to, but he can if he needs to. I love that. Like, I love the fact that when Jimmy says, you know what, team, coach, I got, this is what they showing me. I got this show. I could do this. I could get the balls in those tight ones. We've seen Jimmy throw balls in like like tight windows,
Smallest
darts,
of
like darts. I mean, with guys in his face. We've seen Jimmy overthrow balls. We've seen Jimmy throw balls bad reads. We've seen bad reads. But the thing I love about Jimmy is that he takes those chances. Aaron Rodgers does the same thing. He's been doing it all his career. Why? He learned from Brett Favre. No one took more chances than Brett Favre. That boy was a gunslinger. That's what we have in our quarterback. I've accepted it. That's why I love who Jimmy is. I love Jimmy Garoppolo because I've accepted who he is. I've accepted that he is going to be a risk taker. It does suck sometimes that those risks come at the wrong times, but he's getting smarter at certain risks that he's starting to take. Look at the throws he's starting to make. He's getting a little bit more wise. Hey, I'm not going to throw in a double coverage right now, but let them be up by 21 points. Oh, he's throwing the double coverage because he's trying to prove to himself mentally, I can make these throws because that's what great quarterbacks do. Great quarterbacks make great throws and great decisions at crucial times. Now, he stopped turning the ball over. I remember he had the turnover thing going on. He would fumble the ball, throw the interception. He stopped doing that a lot. He's protecting the ball a lot better. Comparing the two quarterbacks, I know Aaron Rodgers is the greater quarterback because of his track record, but he is getting older, and he is looking a little bit different on that field. We can't say Aaron Rodgers is not the same Aaron Rodgers. How do I know? Oh, because I drafted him in fantasy football and his numbers suck. That's how I know. He's not the Aaron Rodgers he was 4 years ago when he would get you 30 points a week, and you were like, yo, I'm drafting Aaron Rodgers in the first round with the 4th, 5th pick, because some quarterbacks go like that. Nah, that ain't that dude no more. Why? Because Aaron Rodgers needs to build the run game just like the 49ers in the beginning of the season wanted to show, hey, we're going through this run thing, and then we're going to take it and throw it down your throats. The 49ers don't have to run the ball, bro. They want to run the ball, but God forbid you put 8, 9 in the box. We watched Jimmy light defenses up. I mean, top defenses. Light them up, carving them. Maybe not with the deep threats, but carving, slice and dice it. Quick route here, quick this here. All the guys got to do is go out there and make their plays, be in their routes, blah, blah, blah. Can you imagine what Jimmy Garoppolo is going to be like with this receiving core coming back next season? Now that they've built a rapport, and you're going to add in 2 more pieces that are coming back on the team. 2 more pieces. The big guy y'all been wanting to see, who's a rookie, and the little guy who we've been wanting to see for the past 2 years. Trent Taylor and Jalen Hurts. Can you imagine what it's going to be like? Look, man, let them keep talking about Jimmy. Jimmy going to go and take he going to call these reporters snakes because they like him when they in his face. But right now he got a bunch of snakes crawling on his back. And I can't wait till he win this game so he can take them snakes off his back and throw them right back at the reporters, yo. Because that's what they need to. That's what they're gonna go out there and prove on Sunday, yo. They're gonna go out there and prove all the naysayers. And I'm not talking about like the fans. We expect that from fans. It's the reporters. It's the analysts. The media.
Yeah. Now, when we played them last time, fellas, it was a very. I like to think it was a balanced game. We passed for 227, we rushed for 112, and we barely had time of possession. Okay, it was a very dominant game for the 49ers. All right, we were very efficient. That's the word I use. Right? How do you guys think this game is going to play out? What have you seen their improvements as far as on their defense, if any, and how do you think we match up on them? So, I don't know if Tony, you want to start, and then we'll respond and we'll go.
You're talking about Green Bay?
We're talking about the 49ers offense against their defense.
All right. So basically, in my opinion, I think the 49ers are more well-balanced than Green Bay. Okay. I feel like Wayne said, they stack the box. We throw it. They want to back off and play. We run it. So when you're comparing our matchup versus our offense versus their defense, okay, there's a couple things to look for. Okay, I'm going to get into what to look for on their defense attacking us. You're going to see on film, and I saw it, that how they're going to line, similar to what we do, line both their edge guys up on the same side. Okay, they showed that a couple times, and they're going to try to take advantage of that. But if you watch the last game versus the Vikings, they did that with Everson Griffin and Hunter, and Laken Tomlinson and Ben Garland totally stonewalled those guys. I was like, after I saw, I had to rewind it, go back again and look at it. I was like, holy crap. This group, it gelled. They're on the same page. They're communicating well, and that's all huge. So you want me to get into how we're going to attack them, Mike?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay. All right. So when we're on offense going against their defense, I honestly think Kyle's going to come out and try to run the ball. Okay. Mm-hmm. We all know he likes his 15-play script card. He goes off of that, and then he makes his adjustments after he hits those 15 plays. So I think they're going to come out and try to run the ball, and they're going to see how Green Bay reacts. And then right then and there, I think that's when Kyle's going to flip the switch, and he's going to get into the zone. He's going to see how that defense reacts because, like we all said before on this show, this team is amazing at in-game adjustments. I don't know who's responsible for it. If it's Kyle Saleh, if it's LaFleur, if it's McDaniel, I don't know who's doing it. But this team is like amazing when it comes to in-game adjustments. Something that this team previously has struggled with. Huge struggles with it. So I honestly think he's going to come out, try to run the ball. He's going to attack this defense. If they have to pass the ball, I'm looking to see if they're – I honestly think you're going to see them attack the middle of that defense. They're going to put that second-year linebacker what was his, Blake Martinez, their middle linebacker?
That's him, though.
Okay. They're going to make Blake Martinez uncomfortable, if you will. They're going to attack the middle of that defense and see how he responds because I think Blake Martinez is a good linebacker. I don't think he's at the level of Eric Kendricks that we just faced with Minnesota. I don't think he's at the Fred Warner level. But they're going to make him with all the misdirection, the jet sweep motion, the orbit motion. He's going to have to be like dialed in, and his head's going to be like this. And like we said previously, we had Luke Kuechly's head spinning, and he's probably a top 3 linebacker in this league.
Bobby Wagner too, bro.
But I honestly think Kyle's going to attack the middle of that defense with Kittle, with Debo. Then he's going to hit them with the run game. He's going to get this defense, instead of playing on their toes, the balls of their feet, they're going to be playing on their heels because they're going to be so damn worried about what's coming at him, from what angle it's coming at him. So the one concern I do have, and I will give credit to Green Bay, those 2 guys are good rushers. They do apply pressure. The one is a little bit better. I forgot, not Preston Smith. What was the other guy's name?
Zadarius Smith.
Zadarius Smith. I like him. He has a solid season. He's a double-digit sack guy. He had 2 sacks against us previously in our previous meeting, but that was versus School and then Brunskill because Staley was out that game. So I honestly think that Kyle has a plan in his head, and he's going to call this game with his back against the wall because this is win or go home. This is going to the promised land, or you're going to stay in Santa Clara for the rest of the season, and your offseason starts at, 8 o'clock that night. So Kyle has something to prove. And I honestly think Kyle's going to put a show on. I do. Because Kyle wants to prove he wants to show up Pettin, in my opinion. I think he wants to make a statement versus Pettin.
But you started this with the run game. You think this is going to be another run game more than passing necessarily?
I think it's going to be what we can do. I think Kyle goes into games 50-50. He goes in with an open head. It's 50 run, 50 pass. Once he goes through his script, then he adjusts his play sheet. So it could be 60-40. It could be 70-30. Like, he goes off of how the defense reacts.
He didn't do that last week, though.
Well, he kind of did, Mike, because when Jimmy threw that interception, he pulled the reins back on Jimmy, and he said, you know what? Now we're going to stick the dagger in this team's heart, and they ran it, 47 times that game?
Yeah, but they said that their goal all along was to run the ball over 30 times that game.
Yeah, but how many runs did they have on an opening drive when they went right down the field?
I don't know. 1, maybe 1.
Jimmy went 5 for 6 on that opening drive.
Right.
So it really wasn't the run.
They got to the lead and then they run. I'm just wondering what you think. That's all. I don't know. I don't know. But I see what you're saying. How they start 50-50, see what they're giving up, and then go from there. I get you. All right, Wayne. What are your thoughts, man?
I definitely think they attack run. I mean that's Kyle's game plan you got your fullback in there. I'm excited to see who starts. I kind of hope it's probably going to be Coleman getting the start, and then we switch it up with a little bit of Breida, and then we hit him with some Mostert, like, you know what I mean? Or maybe Mostert gets to start like he did last time, and then we add Coleman and then add some Breida. Either way, they have a three-headed monster that they're going to have to face. And I know we have not been hearing from our boy Breida lately. He's been having some fumble issues. But
is that contagious?
I don't think so, because who else is fumbling the ball other than Breida? I know Debo had a fumble. Kendricks came in with helmet first on the ball. Like the ball just popped out. Like he didn't see him coming and the ball popped up. That was a good play on Kendricks, but his knee was down, so it wasn't technically a fumble. But the ball did come out. Right? I don't think it's gonna, I don't think it's contagious, or I don't think it's gonna be an issue for Breida. I think what Breida is, he's not getting a ball enough, and he's trying to make it or extend the play. He's trying to make more out of what he's getting. That's what every player does when they're not seeing much of the field. I think Breida gets in. I would love for Breida to get, like, he'll probably get 7 to 8 carries. I would love for him to make one of those carries like a good 60, 80-yard run, yo. Like that would be Sonic the Hedgehog fire tracks on the field if that happens, yo. The crowd will go so wild because he's the cheetah, and we have not seen a cheetah game. Hey, and keep that in mind. We have not seen a cheetah game. I'm gonna say it again. We have not seen a cheetah game. We did. How long did it take us to get a Tico Raw game? Okay,
right.
So we have not.
He did have the Panthers game.
How long did it take for us to get a Tico Raw game after that Panthers game? Count them weeks, bro.
Right. I get you.
Breida the Cheetah is about due. It's all set up in Kyle's game plan, fellas and ladies. It's all a setup. It's all a setup, yo. They thinking that Breida is the fumble guy. He's in the doghouse, and he could come out and he hits the hole quicker than probably all of them, maybe even most of them. And once he's in that hole, once he's in that inside zone, and he makes that first cut, boom, it's a wrap. So we have not seen Breida the Cheetah in a minute. And this might be one of those setup games to where y'all been focusing on Mostert for like the majority of the season, the good lay of the season. After the bye, it's been Mostert. He just hit you in the head with a freaking Tevin Coleman game, and like, oh, we thought this guy was dead. Oh snap, he just rushed for 2 touchdowns and had over 100 yards. Man, now we got a plan for him. And then here comes Cheetah slipping through the cracks. So I'm with Tony. I know it's 50-50 when it comes to the game plan, but I think they go and establish the run. Why? They at home. Control the clock. Get the clock on their side. Mike, you said they had issues with the clock, even though we won last time, but they didn't have the clock game in their favor. Kyle is the type of person that wants to win, and all statistics on every category. At the end of every game, what's the first thing that comes out of his mouth in that locker room? Oh, we had the time of possession. Oh, we had this many touches. Oh, we had this. Oh, we had that. Good win, fellas. 1, 2, 1, 3, 49ers on 3. 1, 2, 3. Right. Every game, Kyle is checking stats to make sure that they're winning. That's his game plan. So if y'all think for 1 second, I know y'all be nervous, but if you think for 1 second, Mike LaFleur, not Matt, but the other one, if LaFleur gonna come into this stadium and Kyle not gonna smack that ass, you have lost your cotton picking mind. I guarantee you he ain't losing to nobody named LaFleur.
All right. Now, I want to ask y'all this, though. Where do you think that the weakness is in that defense?
Run game. They're ranked 26th
the,
against the run.
I think it's the run, and I think it's the linebackers in the pass game. If you get a mismatch, you even said it. You even said it, Tony. Blake Martinez is asinine in coverage. You want him in coverage.
And that's why I said it's 50-50, because they're ranked 26th against the run, and their coverage and the mid-level of their defense is suspect. So he has 2 ways to get this. What my thing is, as far as the running game, Bobby Turner's theory is go with the hot hand. That's Bobby Turner, 100%, and Kyle. But if you look at our rotation between Breida, between What the hell's his name? I just went blank.
Breida,
Coleman,
Mostert,
between Breida, Coleman, and Mostert. Okay, all three of them has proved that they could carry this offense.
Exactly.
So you have three backs with fresh legs through this game versus a defense that is ranked 26th versus the run. Okay, and we all know Kyle's offense is predicated around the play action. So in order to do play action, you have to run the ball. And this is where the 50-50 comes in again. So you're setting up the play action pass with the run game. So you run it, and then you do a play action pass. So again, and it all comes down to how Kyle sees this game going and how he gets into his rhythm and his play calling. So it's really hard to sit here and say, well, I think they're going to attack him in the run game, and that's it. I think they're going to throw the ball, spread him out, and throw him around. Absolutely. It's hard to tell.
Absolutely. But I think they want to establish the run. I think that's always been Kyle's game plan.
And two key factors that no one mentioned yet so far when we're talking about our offense versus defense, their defense. Staley was out. McGlinchey was in, but he was just returning. Am I right or no? For that game.
One of them, I think one of them, no. They both came back at the same time.
Yeah, but that was McGlinchey's second game.
I thought McGlinchey came back 1 week earlier than Staley.
Yeah, that was McGlinchey's second game, and then Seattle was Staley's first game.
Right.
Right? Or no?
Right. Because Staley was ready to go in that game, but they went with they didn't play him he was ready to go the week that McGlinchey was gonna play, but they didn't play Staley and they saved him for the bigger game.
So
Seattle game.
Basically we have Staley who has improved his play, which proved to me that they rushed him back versus Seattle. We have a healthy Emmanuel Sanders. Emmanuel Sanders went out on that second drive where he got hit in the ribs. Mm-hmm. So he was out of that game. So now you're adding these two elements to this offense. And in my opinion, last week, I think that offensive line played excellent, minus a couple blunders with McGlinchey and stuff like that. But as an overall unit, they played pretty damn well. To rush the ball 47 times, so those are just some tidbits on the offensive side of the ball. And listen, man, you got to look at the main thing. It's Kyle versus Pettin. That's what it comes down to.
Yeah, and it's like he knows him a little bit more. Well, Pettin is going to – I think all right, so we're going to talk about the defensive side really quick. But before we do, I've seen some comments in here, and one of them was from where'd it go? What I do with it? One of it was from Jordan Cruz. Thank you for the contribution. We talked on this on the last show, but fellas, for those, there's some people in here who weren't here last night or the night before when we did the show. Let's quickly go over this rumor, this conspiracy theory that is taking the internets by storm here. It's the 100th season of the NFL, and the conspiracy theory is that the NFL wants a rematch of the first Super Bowl ever the first championship ever. What happened between the Chiefs and the Packers? What are your guys' thoughts on that?
Look, man, it's not going to happen. It's not going to go down like that. That is not because that I know. Conspiracies come out because people want likes and clicks and all that type of stuff, man. Listen, even if that was true, even if Kyle Shanahan was presented with that type of proposition, right? Even if that came up to him and said, "Hey, man, this is what we need to go down," I guarantee you, Kyle Shanahan is the type of dude to be like, "Okay," and then come out there and do something totally different.
Well, they're saying that the refs are going to make sure this happens. They're not saying that the teams are in on it. They're saying that the league wants it to happen, so they're going to call the game in favor of these teams. That's what the conspiracy.
Then if that is the conspiracy, then Kyle's going to make sure that his team is to go out there and prepare to make as minimal mistakes as possible, so that they don't give this game to the refs. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it comes down to, execution. As long as the 49ers are executing and they're not beating themselves, there's no way that even if the refs gives Aaron Rodgers 5 calls in this game, the 49ers should be up by in position to still win the game, even with the help of the refs on the other side, because we know they're going to get some help.
It also comes down to when these calls are being made. like, situational football, what part of the game they're being made. If it's at the end of the game and it's a big call, I mean, we've clearly seen these officials control these games.
We saw it the last time these teams faced each other. That drive that they actually scored on was heavily influenced and helped by the officials.
Mm-hmm.
They gave them a third and long conversion. I think we sacked them on third down or something like that, and there was some flag for like a bad holding call or something, and that kept the drive going. We saw it. We've seen what the refs can do, and you guys always hear this. There's a holding on every play. They just don't call it. Every play there's a holding on it, right? So little things like that are going to creep into the back of people's minds. I guess we know what the officials can do. We know about the conspiracy theory. Do you guys buy it? That's all I want to know, really, because I don't want to spend a lot of time on it. But do you guys think that this is a real conspiracy? Not a conspiracy theory is just an idea, right? Do you guys think that that's what's going to happen? Do you think the refs are going to take the game away from the 49ers?
Absolutely not. No, too big of a game. Absolutely not.
Tony,
what if they're going to take control?
Yeah,
they better not. Could it potentially happen? Yeah. But
I think that the NFL has too much to lose by something like that happening. I'm gonna leave it at that. I think the NFL has too much to lose by something like that happening. Now, especially because people are looking for it.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Now, people on both sides of the aisle. It doesn't matter if you're a pro Packers or pro Niners. People are looking for it. If that happens, the NFL loses a ton of money, a ton of credibility, and it's going to be bad. Now if this game comes down to the wire, and then all of a sudden there's a play that's like, oh no, there it is.
Yeah.
That's
just
different.
A quick question. Who do you think will get the favor, Aaron Rodgers or the 49ers, because they're home?
No. So that's the thing. The conspiracy theory is that the NFL wants a Packers Super Bowl.
No, I know that because it's the 100th anniversary. But what I'm saying is if there was –
so he'll get the favors.
If there was a call, who would get the call? Aaron Rodgers or the 49ers because they're home?
No, it's according to this theory, it's going to be the Packers getting the calls.
No, I'm saying take the theory out. No theory. If let's just say
usually in the NFL, the home teams benefit from being at home.
So you're saying we would get the favor. We would get the favor call.
That's how it usually works in the NFL. So even if you look at the last game between the two of us, oh damn, my phone just went back to the home screen. Hold on. I was gonna say if you look at the last home game when we played them last time, we were at home. We had it's pulling up. Sorry guys, bear with me. We finished the game with where the penalties go. All right, here we go. We had 9 penalties. They had 5. They already won that. They won that battle there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like they called more flags on us than they did on them. Now, if you look at the this Vikings game that we just had at home, let's pull that up here. Penalties. Again, we had 5. They had 1. The Niners are on the wrong side of this, guys. They're on the wrong side of this. Stats. Let me see against the Seahawks. Now, we were on the road against the Seahawks. We had 8 penalties. They had 5. The Niners have been on the wrong side of these calls, man. We played the Rams at home. Let's see that one. The Rams had 7 penalties. Okay, we had 3. We finally got 1. You know what I'm saying? So it's not far-fetched to be like, oh, here we go. This is what's happening. So I don't know, man. I don't know. But in order to control the outcome of a game that we blew them out so much, I just think it's a lot for the league to try to do. That's all. All right, so let's keep this thing going here, Cali boy. I see the run BMC. I like that, by the way. Breida, Mostert, Coleman. People were doing the BMW thing with Wilson, but Coleman's back in there now and all. So I like all that. Let's flip it to the other side, guys. We talked about the offense against their defense. Let's talk about their defense and how they're going to stop our offense. You guys are talking about Kyle Shanahan doesn't want to. Can you guys hear me?
Absolutely.
I just noticed that my microphone is off, which means that I'm not coming through the right microphone. But yeah, so I heard you guys saying that Kyle Shanahan isn't going to let LaFleur show him up, not in his house and all that, right? LaFleur is going to want to put his own wrinkles into this offense. He doesn't want to come in here and say, this is what Kyle taught me. Let's do what Kyle showed me, right? Because then Kyle knows everything. So what can he add to this that maybe we haven't seen? What new wrinkles are out there and available?
Okay, so there was a report saying that I don't know if it was Mike Silver from the NFL Network that LaFleur is contemplating on working with Sean McVay to come up with an alternate theory on how to attack the 49ers. Okay. These offenses are all similar. It's all the same principles. I think McVay's a little more pass happy than he is balanced with the run game, but its basic principles, they're all the same. They're all from the same system, the Mike Shanahan outside zone system. So we know what the Rams did to change it up on us. They bootlegged Jared Goff right and left out of the pocket, so it slowed down our rush. I understand that. So let's take a look at this. Are they really going to bootleg Aaron Rodgers in and out, right and left, roll the pocket for him?
It's possible.
We didn't have D Ford in that game.
I agree.
Remember that. We didn't have D Ford Alexander in that game. So now you're adding two speed elements back to this defense. Mm-hmm. So if you want to roll the pocket, by all means, roll the pocket.
And we didn't have D Ford when we played Aaron Rodgers the first time, and we didn't have D Ford when we played Jared Goff that second time.
Correct.
Correct.
And we didn't have Quan Alexander either of them.
Both times.
Exactly. So I understand they're trying to get like an advantage versus the 49ers, but if all these guys were all tutored in the same system, they all worked under Kyle in some way. Mm-hmm. LaFleur in Green Bay is good friends with Saleh. So if you don't think Saleh knows what this guy's theory is, I mean, he proved it when we played him last week. He completely shut that offense down. So there's a lot of like same elements coming up in these matchups. So honestly, I just think it's going to come down to the coaching and the execution of the players and who's going to win the battle of outmaneuvering the other person, whether it's Kyle versus Pettin or it's LaFleur versus Saleh. That's what it's really going to come down to in player execution. So I honestly think the way Saleh has played, with this defense back to full strength, minus DJ Jones, who had one hell of a game, I'll say, versus Green Bay. You got to ask yourself, could this possibly be another game like that where they dominate on defense versus Green Bay? Because now they're full strength.
I know you don't want us to look into the game as if it's going to be dominant like that.
No, I'm not saying. I'm just saying potential.
Why not? But why not? No, that's my point. That's my question. Why not? Why can't the 49ers defense come out and be that 49ers defense? The defense that everyone is scared to play against. It's hard to attack this defense when they're at full strength. Mm-hmm. And if the team struggled against a defense that wasn't at full strength, why is no one using the common sense theory of saying that they're not going to struggle again? Oh, so they went and got that much better because they got their ass whipped the first time? I understand that the 49ers should come out and say, oh, we beat these cats by a mile. We're going to do it again. I get that. No,
and you notice how they're not saying nothing.
They're not saying anything, bro.
That's how
the 49ers aren't saying anything. You got the players saying stuff, Mike? I'm not hearing nothing from the 49ers players. Go ahead, Mike. I want to hear this.
I just wanted to know what y'all meant when you said they aren't saying anything. I didn't
know.
The
aren't saying nothing.
I think you meant the players. Like the players aren't responding, which they haven't really been all season, but I could be wrong. But what I'm saying is I don't understand why people aren't respecting the defense. You know, they respected it all year. They've been giving its props. You know what I'm saying?
I can tell you why they don't respect the defense. Because what we're witnessing is people finding reasons as to why the defense was successful, as opposed to just saying the defense is so good that they did this to that offense, right? So it's Aaron Rodgers had an off night. You get what I'm saying? Seattle was coming back on them. That defense isn't as good as we thought. Seattle was coming back. They got lucky at the goal line. You get what I'm saying? The Vikings, something was going on, and Cook just couldn't get off that night. They had the right plan of attack. They just couldn't, whatever. Yeah, it's not that the Niners defense made an offense look bad. The offenses that we happen to play against just happen to have bad games, right? When we played against the Ravens, it was the number 1 team in the NFL, right? And we held them to 20 points. We held them to 20 points. What did they say? It was because it was a rain game. The Ravens offense wasn't explosive because it was a rain game. Remember? It wasn't that the Niners defense did anything, which, by the way, they're a high-scoring offense because of the run game, which the rain shouldn't really make that big of a difference in. But it was because of the rain that they only put up 20 points. It wasn't the Niners defense is so good. It was the rain, right? And when we played the Rams, and all these different teams, all these different reasons as to why the 49ers defense isn't good, it's because the opponents are having off games. We heard it. Some of y'all read that Mike Florio article. I know what he said in there without having to click it. Aaron Rodgers had an off game that day. It started out of control for them. It wasn't that Aaron Rodgers is going up against a really, really good defense, even though it's historically a great defense. We're talking top 5 defense all time is what we're witnessing. The best passing defense in the entire NFL. We're seeing all of that stuff, right? But instead, what we're getting is, well, it was that fumble play that Bosa picked up, and then they were behind the sticks immediately, and they were behind in scoring, and so they had to adjust, and then the Niners just pinned their ears back, and the game snowballed out of control.
Oh, well.
We made it snowball out of control. It wasn't that Aaron Rodgers. That one fumble wasn't the reason. They weren't going to score on that drive anyway. The one scoring drive that they had was with the help of the referees in that game. That was it.
Third down.
Right. It's a good defense, but they're making the pundits, these idiots that watch these games are sitting here and they're coming up with a million excuses. And you hear Richard Sherman, and then they start trying to critique, well, they're winning, but Jimmy Garoppolo can't. Well, they're winning, but Richard Sherman doesn't shadow the number one. Well, and Richard Sherman snapped on him. He's tired of hearing it too. You guys saw the presser.
Yeah, I did.
Why would I follow somebody when we have the number 1 passing defense in the entire NFL? This guy over there, they shadow, but they're ranked 12th. This guy shadows somebody, right? He finds the number 1 wide receiver, but they're ranked 20th. We're number 1, and you want me to change what I'm doing. Why? It doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make sense.
They're looking for reasons to discredit what the 49ers are doing. It's going to continue to happen. We're going to ride this discredit all the way to the Super Bowl, and we're going to laugh in their faces because they don't want to admit that this is a damn good team. This is the same team that when the season started, the Niners had one of the weakest rosters. There's no depth. Who are their wide receivers? They're depending on a rookie and a guy coming with a broke back, who, by the way, never even got in there. We had the worst roster. All of a sudden, I'm listening to the radio today, and the people that I respect on the radio were saying the Niners have one of the best 53-man rosters in the entire NFL.
I heard that.
When the hell did that happen? When did that change? Because it's the same 53-man roster, other than Sanders, that we started with. So when did it happen? In fact, the better pieces of this defense, the depth of the defensive line, we lost it all.
Well, I think it was more in question in the beginning of the year, and then as the injuries happened, all the youth stepped up and performed. The Brunskills, the schools, the
No, it wasn't in question, bro. Cats projected us to go 3-13.
No, I'm saying as far as
I'm just telling you, but that's not question. That's what they based from who we had. We had no star. We had no number 1. We had no number 1 running back. No number. They was like, what can Jimmy Garoppolo do? He's coming off the ACL. Is he a real quarterback? They rode that shit to week 9. And they still talk about Jimmy Garoppolo not being a good quarterback. Like, he's right, Tony. Like, they went off of what we had, and there's no names in there, and they doodled on us.
There's no names. That's exactly it. There is no number 1 wide receiver. There is no number 1 running back. Jimmy Garoppolo is an average quarterback, is what they want us to believe, because he doesn't throw for 5,000 yards on a 13-win team. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's all these myths out there about this team. It's like, all right, well, we'll just keep being a good team. Y'all want good individuals. We want to be a good team, and we're going to continue to do that. That's it. What's going on, Nick, man? You jumping in here trying to sneak in and everything. You can't go quad box and sneak in. What's up, bro?
What up? Yeah, man, I hear what you guys are talking about. This is, like Tony kind of said to it as well, and then Wayne, and everything you're saying is right. And, in the beginning of the year it was, Jimmy Garoppolo is coming off an ACL. Who is Jimmy Garoppolo? What's Jimmy Garoppolo going to do? Oh, we know they have Breida, but, the signing of Tevin Coleman, but what is Tevin Coleman? What is Matt Breida? How's this offensive line going to do? They have 5 first-rounders, but will the defense be able to perform? It's just been excuse after excuse after excuse. And you still hear it this week. You still heard it this week about people saying, well, the 49ers only ran the ball 47 times because Jimmy Garoppolo threw an interception and Kyle Shanahan put locks on that. And he said, oh, you're trying to lose this game for me? Oh, guess what? We're going to run the football now the entire rest of the game. No, that's not why we ran the ball. We ran the ball because And if you notice something different, the Niners didn't run a lot of outside zone. They ran powering through Minnesota's defense. And we want to get 2 yards off this, but we're getting 4, we're getting 5, we're getting 6, we're getting 7 yards. So why not continue to do it? So the bullshit that we talk about locking Jimmy Garoppolo's hands up and just deciding to run the football, you heard Kyle Shanahan say himself, the person who gets to be able to run this ball 30 times or more is what's going to win this football game, right? And they made it a point to run the ball 30 times, at least 30 times. Well, an extra 17 times, you ran 8 of those on one drive, straight down your mouth, old school powerhouse football, and it was power. It wasn't outside zone. We weren't doing anything tricky or sneaky. We were running the ball straight up the gut, down their throats, up the middle, and we're gaining anywhere from 4 to 7 yards a carry. Why would you throw the football? It doesn't matter. You're not taking the ball out of Jimmy Garoppolo's hands because he almost threw an interception or threw an interception. Look, Mike, we've said this all year long. All of us on the show, a lot of our fans, that the Niners are not going to get any respect this year. And I think even if they win the Super Bowl, they still won't get respect. It'll be, oh, Derrick Henry had a bad game, or, oh, the Kansas City Chiefs defense is very lacking. Oh, there was no Chris Jones. Oh, they got Carlos Hyde back there as a running back, in Kansas City. They really don't have a running game, so it was all on Mahomes' back. Not the fact that Andy Reid chokes in big games, or Ryan Tannehill, the comeback player of the year, couldn't carry this football team without a Derrick Henry.
By the way, we got to talk about that.
Yeah. So, so to me, it's like, I still don't think, even if we win the Super Bowl, we're still not going to get that respect that the Niners deserve. And it's going to go into next year and it's going to say, was this team a fluke? Is this who they really are? Can Jimmy Garoppolo do it again? It's just like, it really seems like they're trying to set this year up. And I know the NFL's not rigged, but I have a lot of, and Mike, I'm going to pull out a conspiracy theory with you. And I know you love these conspiracy theories, but it's the 100th year of the NFL.
Oh, we talked about it.
Right. But I'm just saying, like, it's like they're trying to build that storyline. Like, they're really trying to build it. The Niners and the Packers have played earlier in the season. The Niners beat the Packers, right? The Kansas City Chiefs and the Titans played, but it wasn't Patrick Mahomes on the field or Marcus Mariota on the field. It was just 2 backup quarterbacks playing, and there was no storyline there. And they blew that storyline then because players were injured. So, not that I believe that the NFL's rigged, but sometimes it does scare me because of those talking points. And it's like you see them talking and everybody's talking about, last week, the Niners can't go into Minnesota. They're playing too hot. Dalvin Cook's really good. Kirk Cousins finally proved himself in a big game. Well, what about Jimmy Garoppolo? What about Raheem Mostert? What about Tevin Coleman? What about Deebo Samuel, who's a rookie?
They're not no names, Nick. They're no names, bro.
Yeah,
these are undrafted, no name people that nobody wants to talk about. That's why they not playing for accolades and comeback player of the year awards and MVPs, and they playing to win the Super Bowl. That is their goal. That's their only goal. They're playing to win to win the Super Bowl as a team, and they'll come back as a team and only get stronger. And like you said, they're going to get the same disrespect next season.
Look, like I said, I just don't think this team will ever get that deserving respect, even if they're hoisting a Lombardi trophy. I really don't. And that's not to say that they don't deserve it, but you can see in these players that they have an even kill mindset of proving people wrong in the correct way. It's not they're going out and, they're going out and playing the way they know how to play. And look, I'm me, I'm nervous for this game until kickoff. And then at kickoff, everything will calm down and I'll be like, okay, I'm ready to go. We got this, blah, 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 blah. But until then, since week 12, I've been nervous before every game because each game gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And obviously, if you're not nervous, you're still – because I want to see the Niners win a Super Bowl. It's already bad enough that even if they win a Super Bowl, I only got 2 weeks left of Niners football. Like, that's what I'm nervous about, not being able to watch my team for the rest of the year and having to talk about whatever we talk about.
You guys remember when we played not the Bengals, when we played the Browns and we beat them on Monday Night Football. People were saying this obviously isn't the Browns year. They're fake. They were just what do they call them? Preseason paper champ. What was it called when people went? Oh, they won the preseason. That's what they were saying. Remember? It wasn't them. And I asked you guys. We did a video then, and I said, what week is it going to be when we finally get respect? And we looked through the schedule and we were like, is it the Rams? And we were like, well, maybe. But we were like, but they're going to say that the Rams have been falling off since last year, right? And then we went to, it was the Redskins next. Well, that's just the Redskins. Well, the Panthers, but the Panthers didn't have Cam Newton, right? We knew what it was going to be. And we said the Cardinals, but the Cardinals have a first-year quarterback. Then it was like, all right, Russell Wilson. That's the one where we're going to get the respect. That happened to be the game we lost. And they were like, aha, we got
you so.
We knew it. Yeah, that was it, right? Didn't matter that it was overtime and we missed the kick. Didn't matter that our tackles were playing like garbage. You know what I'm saying? Like, none of that stuff mattered. All the injuries that we had in that game, none of that mattered. It was like, aha, we told y'all. We knew they were faking. Here it is, 8-1, the worst 8-1 team we ever seen. And it's continued all the way through the playoffs.
9-1. We were not 9-1 at that point.
We went 8-0 before we lost, right?
No, we were 9-0 before we lost.
Oh.
I'm going to take your word. I remember the Patriots had the same record as us, but I don't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8. That was our 9th game.
That was our 9th game? I could have sworn.
Yeah.
I can remember
Cardinals, Panthers, Redskins, Rams, Browns,
you forgot
Steelers.
Oh, okay.
Bengals, and Bucks. That's 8. Okay. So either way, it was like they just couldn't wait for us to slip up. They wanted us to be bad so bad. It was like, and there's still nothing there. And then what? Another thing they're disregarding is that the 3 games that we lost, you just total it together, and we beat the Packers by more than that. You know, like it's incredible how they continue to come up with these narratives against the Niners.
Well, and then, like you said, the narrative became, oh, they're not going to make it through this gauntlet. Right. Oh, the gauntlet. They're not going to go into New Orleans. They're not going to beat New Orleans. Oh, they got New Orleans, Baltimore, blah, blah, blah. And we came out 2-1. And it was still like, oh, well, New Orleans defense played really, really bad. Jimmy didn't go eye to eye with Drew Brees and match him point for point, Oh, it was because, Sean Payton was too aggressive and went for the 2-point. Blah, blah, blah. Well, he's aggressive because he was afraid he needed to score those many points against the Niners defense.
Or they missed a field goal, or
it was just,
now they want to bring up missing field goals though. Like
it was never that the Niners are just a really good team.
Oh, and then when our defense stopped like shutting down teams and they started giving up over the 20s. Oh, their defense is showing wear and tear. Their defense, they found a weakness in the defense. The defense can be beat. Blah 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 blah.
The Niners were figured out.
Yeah, that's what they were saying. Oh,
I figured out.
They figured out the Niners. But I'm like, oh man. Then they go and smack the Vikings down.
And let's talk about figuring out the Niners, right? Because this is where we were before, fellas. And I'm going to try to circle us back around here. They were talking about Sean McVay and how Jared Goff almost beat the Niners in that game because they were running the bootlegs and they had them in motion and things like that, right? And we talked about LaFleur and McVay getting together and putting 2 masterminds in one room to try to go up against the mighty Kyle Shanahan and his defensive coordinator and Robert Saleh. Do you guys think this is happening? And what are we going to see if they do that? What do the Rams do that we don't do that they could bring to the table in 1 week? Because I don't think they're coming out with a whole new playbook, but is it possible? What do you guys think on that?
I think he could be looking. I think he could be getting an opinion from a second set of eyes on ways to attack. Like I said earlier, with roll in the pocket with Aaron Rodgers, but I don't know, man. What could you do in a matter of 5 days? Maybe you add one package to your book, the situational, offensive play calls, like a 5, when you would have like columns, like situational football on your call sheet. So, they could add like another column for this situation, like 3rd and long, 3rd and short. And he could just put maybe 10 plays in there. That's it.
Mm.
Because you're not changing your whole offense in 5 days. I'm sorry. Pros or no pros.
I mean, I agree with him. To me, yes, they may try to do some rollouts, but I don't think they're going to change their entire offense like the Rams did. They ran 21 plays with rollouts. Look, this team, believe it or not, the receiving core on the Rams, in my opinion, is better than the receiving core in total of the Green Bay Packers. They have Devontae Adams there, but you got Cooks, Cooper Kupp, who's the other one of their guys there?
Robert Woods.
Robert Woods. You got 3 legitimate receivers that could be probably 1s and 2s on another team, right? Robert Woods could probably be a high 2, or maybe a possibly 1 and 1 in some offense. Brandon Cooks has been a 1 and a 2. And then Cooper Kupp is just a slot guy. He's a really good slot receiver. So, and then you go and you look at the running backs, right? Well, yeah, they had Todd Gurley. The second game, Todd Gurley played a little bit better than he did in the first game, but he still wasn't the Todd Gurley of late, right, of years past. So, Aaron Rodgers is, if you can rush him with 4 and stop the rush, you can double Devontae Adams. I'm not afraid of any other receivers on that football team. I'm not afraid of Lazard, who is coming off an injury from last week, a banged-up injury. Not that he's really injured, but and to go and think back, if they want to roll out and change those plays up, the way that I think they try to come out and beat us is a high-tempo offense. That's what I think they change. I think they go to a high-tempo offense with some rollouts and try to make our defense tired.
No huddles, things like that.
Yeah. An up-tempo, no huddles. Now, I don't think they'll do it every single play, but I think we should look for that in this game, as in, maybe some third downs or maybe some second downs going into a third down. Go no huddle and just try to catch the defense off track with rollouts and things like that. But I don't think they change the whole play. And even if they do, I still have 100% confidence in Robert Saleh making an in-game adjustment and being able to shut them down. And I believe if they shut down their game plan, it's going to be a long day for the Packers.
You better put some respect on Van Der Scoutling's name, or Scatling. Or what the hell is his name? Fuck, man.
Valdez Scanling.
Their linebacker's the only one listed questionable, right? I mean, their fullback.
Yeah, that's it.
I have their.
They got 12 questionables right now, if I'm not mistaken.
I only seen one questionable. I seen everybody else.
Only one
full participant.
Yeah, well, everybody except 3 people were full participants today. I have it here. Hold on, where'd it go? Here we go. So there are 3 people that weren't full participation today were Jimmy Graham and limited participation. It's hard to see because it's a long list. Mercedes Lewis
and Preston Smith.
More than that. Hold on. Who is this one? Preston Smith. And these last 2 here are Danny Vitale and Tremont Williams. Those were the
Tremont Williams, the corner.
1, 2, 3, 5 guys who were limited, and only 1 is listed as questionable, and that is their fullback.
And we're back to full strength. No one's listed, right?
49. Only 1 person was limited in practice today. You guys want to guess who that was?
D Ford.
Nope.
No, which is great. Let's
Quan
go.
Alexander.
It was Quan. Hit the Quan.
Yo, do you realize every time Quan's on the field, we're undefeated?
Hey, I'll take it.
It's correct.
I'll take it. Alex Smith, man. I don't know if that's what the A stands for, but thank you very much. You notice we're talking about Quan. I'm coming to your comment right there, man. Hot boys on the blocks. We got this, baby. I like it. I like it a lot. I'm gonna leave this comment up there because I'm feeling it. So, guys, man, listen. We talked about it. I think. All right. This is what Nick said, that he think they're gonna do a little bit of up tempo. I think there are gonna be some gadget plays, but my question is, like, how many gadget plays could they possibly put in here?
More than 3, Mike. No more than
That's
3.
what I'm saying. Like, and even if you put a couple in there, are you expecting touchdowns on all of them?
No, I think you try to go 1 for 3. You know what I mean? Like, I think with the gadget play, 33% is pretty effective if you can make one of those plays happen. Kyle does it too. Kyle throws a couple of gadget plays. You'll see a fake handoff run to George Kittle that goes for -2 yards. We be like, what? Nah, but like it happens. I think you're gonna see that, and I think you'll only see it if they need to try to spark, get some spark going with the Green Bay offense. I don't know, man. I'm sitting here saying to myself, it's really hard for me not to believe that this defense doesn't come out dominant, yo. I don't understand why we're not so fucking amped on this D. Like I don't think for 1 second that the defense slips. They just come out dominant. I'm not saying you're going to get a forced fumble on the first play like you did last time.
What am I hearing?
Yeah, what is that noise?
It was like a bag or something. What was that?
Oh, the balloon.
Oh my, yes. Okay. I'm like, what the hell am I hearing? All right, I'm sorry.
Son's rubber. All right, so
it was driving me. I was like, is that Tony? I was like, I didn't know who's blind to mute.
Damn,
I try not to say anything when we're live.
This mic is amazing, yo. You can't do nothing up here. I can't finger my wife. I can't do nothing, yo.
Wow.
I'm just saying, like, without it picking up stuff. Like, but no, Lisa's my wife. I keep it a buck. But no, listen, yo. Like, I don't understand why we don't feel like that this defense not going to come out strong. Like, super strong, yo. Like, super strong. Nick, Mike, Tony, like, they legit shut Devontae Adams down last time. Like, legit. They legit made Aaron Jones, like, go into the tent, like, 2 times. Like, legit. Like,
yeah.
What the fuck am I missing? Like, am I missing something? Did our defense get worse? Like, tell me what I'm missing so I can get a little bit less amped, because I think that this defense comes out ridiculously strong on Sunday. Like, ridiculous. And I know they want to play defense first.
Right. Yeah, I think they want to put the defense out there to send a message. I completely agree with you, man. And I keep trying to create some doubt in my head. I'll tell you guys what I'm doing here. I'm trying to create some doubt. So I'm like, all right, we're going to struggle. This game is not going to be a cakewalk like it was last time, right? There's no way that it's going to be another, 37-29 or 37-8 game. It's not going to happen like that. This game, I don't see it. I keep trying to create this doubt in my head, and I think we're better now than we were then, and I just don't see it. And I hate walking into a game with this kind of confidence. But Nick, you remember when we were leading up to that game and we were talking about the matchup and how good the Packers were, and I was like, I'm sorry, I don't see it. I don't see it. I'm still there, guys. I don't see it, and I hate feeling like this. But
I seen David Yang had made a comment in here, and this is what I want to talk about this too, because this comes up with you. Like, all right, so the last time we played the Packers, there you go. The last time we played the Packers, they came off a bye, and they looked flat, like not into the game at all. They lost in San Diego this year. They lost against us this year. Both West Coast games they went to play. They're still not flying out till tomorrow.
They did the same thing last time, too. They flew out the day before the game.
Right. And I remember I had mentioned that. I was like, why are they flying out the day before? They're on a bye week. Fly out 2 or 3 days ahead of time. Get used to the time change. You get in Saturday.
Because their coach dumb, Nick.
You're losing 3 hours of sleep. Technically.
Only 2, I think, right? They only lose 2.
Yeah, it's a 2-hour difference.
Okay, 2-hour difference. So they're losing 2 hours there because they're on mountain time, right?
I don't know the names of them joints.
Right. You lose 2 hours of sleep and then training and everything else, and you're on a pretty much a damn near cross country flight. Obviously it's like 2 or 3 states over in the mid, but or central, I guess you could say. But why is this not a thing? Like, I heard, on a one show, like, I forget who it was, but they're like, the Packers should already be in California and training. Like, they should already be there. Why are they not? Mm-hmm. And this was an issue with us before. So it's kind of funny that they're doing it again. I
think they should have been flying out today. I don't think they should have been there already. And the reason I say this is because you have to remember that they were at home. They had the home game against Seattle. You already know who your opponent is. You start that practice right away. You start ramping up and you get ready for the game. and then you maybe give the guys the walkthroughs and stuff like that later on. That's what you're hoping for your last day to be. But you're going to get off a plane on Saturday and then try to do a walkthrough. You're done. That's it. That means practice is over for the week.
Yeah, practice is over on Friday.
They played Sunday, right?
Yeah.
So Monday, they probably had off Monday.
Uh-huh.
So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, walk through Friday. If they're traveling,
can you fly your team out on their day off, the day after? You know how they give a day of rest after the game? Some teams do it on Tuesdays, some teams do it on Mondays. Could they have done that?
You could. You could fly them out whenever you want. It's your team.
But that's what I'm saying. Why wouldn't you? You gave them off Monday. Fly out Tuesday or Wednesday. Get here, get acclimated, go through your practices Thursday, Friday, and a walkthrough on Saturday.
Oh, I know why they didn't, because it's been raining the last couple of days.
Yeah, but they could have got it inside.
They're in Wisconsin. What does that mean?
I'm talking about in California, Mike.
I'm talking about the cold in Wisconsin. What does the rain mean? What I don't understand.
Well, if you leave Monday, they would have been traveling into San Francisco, and it was raining the whole week. So if they don't have an indoor facility, how are they going to practice outside in the rain?
I mean, if that's what you're going to
what if?
Yeah, but the Niners would have had an indoor facility if needed. Why couldn't they find one?
I don't know. I'm just saying. I didn't say anything that was a guarantee. These are all things that come into your decision making. It's not like, let's go on a plane and go cross country. You got to have a plan laid out.
I think this is just the way they do their travel plans. And I think it's just stupid because they did the same exact thing last week coming off a bye. Or the last time they played coming off a bye. Do you think this team's going to be more prepared than they were last time with a bye?
When you say this team, who do you mean?
The Packers.
I think the fact that they're coming in from playing makes them more prepared. Does that make any sense? The fact that they've played a week and they didn't have a week off, so they're coming in a game shape type thing, opposed to
I agree with that. I'm saying prepared as in prepared for Kyle Shanahan and his team.
I mean,
game planned.
It's a test, bro. Like
you had a week and a half on your bye week to get planned. This week you actually short because you only had 4 days, technically.
Well, all right. So I think that a sense of arrogance can come into it when you're a head coach and offensive coordinator and you were groomed by the guy you're about to play against. I think there's a level of arrogance that you could get, and you say, "I know what he's going to do already, right? I know what his plan is." And so you can come in there and be like, it's not going to be a big deal. Meanwhile, we run the most efficient offense that the league saw all year long. Okay. So now you also have to look at the flip side, right? We've practiced against this kind of defense. I kind of know what they're going to do. I think I'm ready for this type of thing. And then it's like, damn, they're better than what we thought. Okay. So now they go back and they're preparing for the Niners this time. And it's, all right, guys, instead of me telling you what we're going to do, how about all of you guys tell me what didn't work? You guys were out there running the routes. You guys were out there in the trenches. What was the problem? And let's plan around that. I think they're going to have to come up with a completely different game. The question is, are they going to be more prepared? I think they are prepared for a different type of game. I don't. That doesn't mean that they're going to win. Doesn't mean they're going to be better. But I think they know now. They know what doesn't work. That much we know for sure. The only thing we know about the Packers and their plan this time is that they know what doesn't work. All that other stuff we did before, scrap it, coach. None of that shit worked. On offense, on defense, on special teams, none of it worked. So we can't do that. We got to come up with something different. So let's go over what we did, throw it out, and let's come up with something different. But I don't know if that answers the question.
Yeah, I think they come in. I mean, they come in more. They're gonna come in prepared. The question is, like, how prepared will they be? Because they're not going to see the same Niners. They're not going to see the same, like, defense. Like, they're not going to see the extra couple pieces on defense. I think somebody posted in the chat to play devil's advocate. I think they said something about, well, you know, we had Richburg and we had, I think it was another player. We had DJ Jones last game. And now we're missing those two guys. So for us, that's different. It's going to be a different look for them. There's no DJ Jones up the middle coming directly at Aaron Rodgers, who I believe caused the fumble for Nick Bosa to pick up to get that fumble. And Nick Bosa couldn't run his slow ass into the end zone. So yeah. So I definitely think they come and prepare because it's Aaron Rodgers. The question is, what happens? Man, I was at the barbershop today, man. You know how you go in the barbershop. What's the one thing you talk about first?
Sport.
Boxing. Yo.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
No, you're right. It's sports, but it's always boxing. It's always Mike Tyson and Mike Tyson too. And I think the 49ers are coming in there like the new Mike Tyson. Like the new Mike Tyson. The Mike Tyson nobody ever seen before. Mike Tyson.
The young Mike.
The young Iron Mike who you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, boom, boom, and then hit you. So like, you know, it's crazy. I never knew Mike Tyson was like 5'11". I always thought he was like 5'6", 5'7". I didn't realize that everybody he's 5'11". I didn't realize everybody he boxed against was like 6'4", 6'3". They were tall as shit. But nah, we're coming in this game like that. And I don't think that they don't know what haymakers, what punches, what uppercuts we're gonna throw. But if Kyle finds that one moment of the game where he can go for the knockout, shit. I'm sorry, Aaron, man. I respect you, bro, but that's what this is coming down to, yo. Like, it's the Niners are gonna try to knock you out. And if they don't knock you out, they're gonna play the Floyd Mayweather fight match. And who always wins the Floyd Mayweather fight? Floyd Mayweather fight. Floyd Mayweather. Why?
It's a deep battle.
It's deep.
You can't hit me. I'm gonna score enough points so that way you can't do anything about it. That's it. Slip, jab.
That's Kyle's mind, bro. That's Kyle's mind. It's hard for me not to be so like big on the defense. Man, fuck that. I didn't realize that the defense was gonna be this great. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Fuck that shit. I did not realize that what was the one who was I trashing? What position did I trash the whole offseason, y'all? The secondary, the safeties. Yeah. They were trash. Tart was trash. And Ward was trash. And then Ward comes back and gets hurt, and he hurt trash. And all I'm saying is, oh man, who my favorite player? Jimmy Ward. Why? Because this dude showed that he could be healthy. And I kept saying, man, if he could just go back to playing like his ball hawking position when he came and they drafted him. But look, all I'm saying is this team defense has said when the offense wasn't clicking in the beginning, they said, yo, offense, we got you. Just jump on our back. We got this. We'll keep it close. Jimmy, you go ahead and get this done. Make it one play, blah. And then the defense you started seeing injuries, and you started seeing the D slowing down a little bit. Cats started scoring points, whatever. Cats trying to run, blah, 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 whatever. And Jimmy said, D, I got you, man. I'll just go put up a 40 burger for you, man. Y'all can chill. Y'all can relax. That's the communication. That's the type of communication you're seeing. I've never seen in the history of football the quarterback talk to the defense on the fucking sideline. I've never seen it. It just doesn't happen. You got D Ford high-fiving Jimmy G and Debo high-fiving like defensive players. They're usually on two different spectrums on the same side of the field. They don't communicate. This team is so sick. Part of my language. I know y'all gonna tell me stop cussing. I got you. My bad. This team is so in sync right now, and the special teams is clicking. Richie James, I need you to do better. Even the special teams is clicking. If that's the only you said, how do they attack us? How do they attack the 49ers? I think our weakest link is special teams. It's kickoff, not returns, but like covering the kickoffs or something like that. Cats been gashing us up, starting on a 35-40 for the past 4 or 5 weeks. That's also our only weakness. And the fact that Richie James runs right into the first guy he sees trying to hit him. I need to get that out because I got to go to school in the morning.
All right. I don't want to. I'm sorry. I hate Nick so much.
What did Nick do, yo? What did I do?
What he's doing? Look in the corner of the screen, bro. Just
I can't. I'm not by nature blocking me, yo.
No, look at him. Look,
I see him.
This is what he's doing when you're yelling. Look at this fool.
Somebody should turn that into a meme.
You sitting here going off, and I'm feeling what you're saying, and I see Nick's crazy ass peeking from around.
I can't even do it.
That's because I got the comment, bro.
You got I'm trying to tell y'all, man. I can't. Nick, I'm just gonna bring you back, Nick, to weak mother fucking 3, the first home game of the season. I gotta stop clapping. It's causing feedback. Nick, the offense turned the ball over 5 times. What did the defense do in that game, Nick?
They got it back.
They got it back every
won.
single time, and the 49ers won, yo. That was the first adversity we faced all season at home. The first time in front of the faithful. Their first game. And all me and Mike and Tony was like, yo, man, I don't think we're gonna win this game, yo, cuz Tony like, oh, this is not gonna go down.
I'll be honest, I flat out said we don't deserve to win. I said your team should not be in it. I said it. I said with these kind of teams, your team ain't even supposed to be in it. We're lucky. That's what it was. I said we're lucky to be in it like this. We're lucky. That's
the first time I met all y'all, right? And I said, yo, they're gonna fight. Yo, they arguing. Like y'all was going at it. Like Nick could curse worse than me, y'all. Like he's worse than me. Like I was like, yo, and Tony was like, nah, they good. And Tony was to himself, yo. Tony was chilled out. Tony was so like don't talk to me, I'll punch you in the face, Wayne. I was like, okay, like
you gotta leave Tony alone in the games, man.
My bad, yo. I didn't know. I didn't know. I know now. And he sat next to me this Sunday. Oh shit. Yeah, I know now though.
He said, "Oh, he sat next to me this Sunday too."
Nah, man, it's good times, man. We have good times here at Nothing But Niners.
Bro,
no, seriously,
the only thing is I hate negativity during a game. Like I hate it. Like wait till the clock is ended. That's it. Get up, get out your seat, and
that
cheer.
was a tough one.
Even if we're getting our butt stomped, still get up and cheer for your team. Like
okay, it's just I feel you. I'm with you 100%, brother. What up, Niner gang from NJ? Since 1990, the 49ers have lost a lot of NFC Championship games. So want to see the 49ers to blow out the Packers. Go Niners. Thank you for your contribution, Jashawn. I think that's how you say your name, Paige.
Jersey, stand up. Hey, what county you in? I don't want the whole address. What county you in? I want to know what county J Page is from.
Page. Nah, you know what? I'm with J Page. I don't know if this game will be a blowout. It's 2 juggernauts going at it, and you got some refs coming in this game that I don't think they really like the 49ers. So some stuff gonna go down. But I think the 49ers pull it off, and then I think if they make it to the Super Bowl, you'll get your blowout. I just got that Chargers. That whole, even when we played the Cowboys that year and 94 when we beat them, it wasn't a blowout. It was a boxing match.
Look, I don't care if we win by a half a point.
That's a half a point, bro.
Which isn't possible. I just want to see our team hoist the NFC Championship trophy on the field.
Fellas, we winning this game. All right, enough.
Bam,
this is the last time we're gonna be together. Are we winning this game or not? We know we're winning this game.
Yeah, right? Let's go.
Right?
Yeah, we're winning this game.
Right?
That's it.
Come on. Now the question is how big of a blowout. So let's start this over-under segment that I know Nick is dying to get to. I know Wayne's got to get to class. I know Tony is sitting here like, oh man, I gotta talk more football. Come on, man. Like, listen, let me kick it off. Over-under. 49ers win by 12.
Over.
Under.
Shit. It's an easy 13, 17-point victory, bro. Easily.
Oh man, Aaron Rodgers. I'll go over.
That's right, man. Let's go. That's all I want to know.
I'm saying 10, so I'm under 12. But
you think it's only a 10-point win? All right. Well,
yeah.
then let me. All right. So, but do you think it's a high-scoring game then? Because I don't think they're putting up a lot of points on us.
I don't think our defense has those.
All right, Nick. Over under for Packers points at 19.
Oh, 19.
They're not putting up no 30 on this defense. I'm gonna put them at 19. I want to know if Nick gonna take the over under. Actually, everybody.
19.
I think the Packers get.
Well, I'm going under.
I'm going under too, Nick. I'm with you, bro.
I'll go under.
I think they get 17 points.
That's what I'm thinking about. 17.
So Nick, you got us with 27. We getting up in the 30s according to everybody else. Okay, that feels fair. That feels fair. I have a couple of other ones, but I don't know if Nick, you want to start rattling yours off. I actually had to put some in my phone because I didn't want to forget them. So.
All right, so over or under 75 yards receiving Devontae Adams.
Oh, depends on how bad they're losing because they're gonna get desperate and just start feeding them, right?
That's what you got to take into consideration.
What was
Right.
the yard?
Garbage time.
It says 75 yards. The Adams. I'm gonna tell you now while we're doing this. I'm gonna tell you guys what he had last time too, okay? Because they also got desperate in that game. So let's see.
44 yards, didn't he?
That was it.
I think.
I think I'm going under. I don't think he get over 60 yards. I do think he gets a touchdown.
43. Yeah, you're right.
43 yards last game.
What do you think, Tony?
Oh, I think it's going to be over because I think it's going to be garbage yards at the end of the game.
I'm going to give y'all an over, and he's going to have a big play. I think he's going to get over 40 yards on one play.
Who's out there? Keller Witherspoon?
Mosley. Mosley's starting.
You think
It's
so?
official?
You think he gonna get a 40-yard
It's not
play on Mosley?
official.
With Jimmy
It's not
Tart coming over the top, Doc? Hell no. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Okay.
Man.
All right. Jimmy's been pestered or criticized for not throwing the ball over 10 yards. Like, I guess 20. We'll go 15-yard passes. Those big time throws, basically 15, 20, 25, 30 yards. Doesn't do it a lot. So you guys going to go over or under 2 for past 15 yards. 15
Now, is
yards
this the ball traveling in the air?
Yes.
Because that's his criticism.
That's his
It's not-
criticism. His percentage for his big time throws are really, really low. So I'm just going to say I'm going to give you 15 yards.
I'm taking the
I'm
over.
going
Yeah, I'm
over,
going
bro.
over too.
I think he throwing that ball over the middle of the field at least 3 or 4 times over 15 yards easily.
After the way we ran the ball last week, the back is going to be open. It's got to be.
It's got to be. They got to stop the run. They got to stop
And
that
you know,
run.
nothing for nothing, but when was the last time you see them take a deep shot?
That's my point. They're lulling them to sleep.
The last time they took a deep shot was Emmanuel Sanders.
That 75-yard play?
Yeah.
Was that the last
Yeah,
one?
what was that? 12? Week 12?
No, because then they had one the third and 17 too.
Well, both of those
No, I'm
were.
talking like
Both
off
of-
of a
but
play
see,
action.
The one to Emmanuel was a 42-yard pickup. It was a 42
No, I
yard.
understand that, but that's week 12. I'm saying from that point, when did they take another deep shot? They haven't.
Those two 3rd and 16s, because we're talking about 15 yards or more.
No, I'm
Both of
talking
those-
like a 20, 30 yard down the field. Like, remember what they did versus with Marquise Goodwin when they played him last year with CJ Beathard?
No,
He
but
threw like that 40-something yard pass down the field, down the seam.
Yeah, but wasn't that 3rd and 17 way before after week 12?
No, I'm talking like beyond. I'm talking 20-plus yards down the field.
It was a 42-yard catch,
3rd and
Emmanuel
17.
Sanders.
He's talking about the Samuel was 3rd and 17.
No, I understand that, but what I'm saying is since that New Orleans game, that's the game you're talking about, right?
No, I'm talking
No.
about the 3rd and 17, the 2 third downs that we got. It was like week 15.
That was after the.
That was Kendrick Bourne, right?
No,
Was
it was Emmanuel Sanders.
I don't remember that.
second.
I remember the 2 plays to Kendrick Bourne over the middle.
No, there was one play to Kendrick Bourne. The next one was Emmanuel Sanders. It was a 42-yarder and put it right us in field goal position.
I don't remember that.
And he fell down on his back like this to catch it.
Emmanuel Sanders had a 46-yard reception against the Rams.
The Rams.
Yeah, it was a 46.
I know he had that deep play versus the Saints. I remember that one.
Yeah, he got up
That
and got a touchdown on that.
Yeah.
The 46-yard play was against the Rams.
Yeah, it
That
was on the
week.
second, 3rd, and 17.
Yeah. I'm talking about like a 2nd and 6 where he takes a 7-step drop and just launches the ball on a seam route. And the ball travels in the air 20-plus yards. When was the last time you really saw that? Not on a 3rd and 16 where they needed to go down there, but where they run the ball, and then they take that deep shot where they suck the defense up and then he goes down the field.
George Kittle, Green Bay. Debo Samuel on the sideline with the hell of a catch.
Yes.
Yeah, but when was that?
No, I'm just trying to think of all the big catches. I'm trying to think of the
Which
Kittle
Debo,
one
had
Debo
against
one? You
Green
talking
Bay.
about the one? You talking about the Debo joint in Baltimore?
That one was a 4th down. That was 4th and 2. But he's saying like where they set it up. It's not like it's not a 3rd down thing. It's like right. That's what you're talking
Yeah,
Yeah,
about.
but
like-
that was a short yardage, and we went deep to Debo on the sideline.
Right. That was 4th and 2.
Okay.
Debo had a 42-yard reception against the Packers. Kittle had a 61-yarder against the Packers. Mostert had a 22-yard reception against the Packers.
That's ball traveled in the air.
I'm not watching.
I'm gonna watch it right now.
I don't know.
The one to Kittle was like 50 yards or 40, maybe 45 yards in the air. He was wide open.
The Richie James had a 57-yard reception.
That's where he came out the backfield.
Mm-hmm.
That was against Tampa or
That was against the Redskins.
No, that was against the Cardinals.
the Cardinals.
And,
Yeah.
and Tevin Coleman had a 37-yard one in that game. They spread it around a lot, man. There's a lot of big plays, but y'all talking about some down the field stuff. All right, so this brings me to my question to you guys, right? And this is one of mine while we're talking about it. I have over under for the longest pass of the game. Now, I'm not talking about yards traveled in the air, just the longest pass for the 49ers of 40 yards, over or under.
I'm gonna go over.
I'm going over, yo. I think this is the game. This is the game where Jimmy silenced the motherfucking critics, yo. 56-yard pass in the air.
Ooh. Tony, what you think?
I'll go over.
All right. Now, longest rush, 37 yards.
Yep, over.
So we just gonna be off. Okay.
I'm going
All right.
over. I'm going over because I called it in the beginning of the show and I said I think Breida gets that one long
You
run.
did say, yeah.
So I have to go over because I started it.
I'm gonna
37
go just under 35.
All right. Tony, what you think, man?
I'll go under.
Okay. All right. Longest pass allowed by our defense of 29 yards.
In the air or yards
I'm
at the
going.
catch?
I'm
No,
going
just-
under, yo. I don't think that the defense allows a catch like this unless somebody misjudges a ball in the air. But I don't think that's going to happen on this defense. Not this week. So
I'm gonna go over.
under. I'm going under.
We got an under. We got an over.
I'll find out when we know who's starting that corner.
Oh boy, just pick, man. God, pick the under or over.
Starting at corner.
We know most.
It was never announced though.
It
It's
doesn't
not,
have to be announced. We know it. He got benched at the end of the game.
Weatherspoon will be starting on special team reps.
I don't know. Over.
And longest rush allowed by our defense, 30 yards.
Who's they running back? Aaron Jones.
Aaron Jones and Williams. What's his name?
I'm going under.
30 yards.
Wayne gonna see a dominant performance out there. Wayne, you got this game like 41-6.
I think
Yo,
I'm gonna go over.
Taking the over on the 30-yard run, huh?
Yeah.
Last time we played them, here were their longest yards, their longest gains. Alan Lazard had that little run for 21 yards. As far as a running back, their longest run was a 12-yard run. As far as receptions go, their longest receiving pass was to a running back for 15 yards. The next one was to Devontae Adams for 14 yards. We really dominate these plays. This is so bad looking at this. There's no way we lose to these guys. I'm sorry.
I'm trying to.
I think we dominate them in score, but I don't think we dominate them in all other aspects. First downs, that's it. Maybe on third down conversions, but
Well, they had us beat on first downs last game. They beat us in a lot of categories.
that's what I'm saying. I don't think it was as big as the score says. I don't think it was as dominant. I mean, there were a lot of times where they turned the football over in really good position. We had really good field position the entire game because of the defense.
All right. I got to take back what I got to kind of walk. All right. So they had 19 first downs. We had 16, but 6 of their first downs came from penalties. So maybe they didn't really. You get what I'm saying? Like this is what we were talking about with the refs and the officials and how much they can control this game. You gave them 6 first downs. That is 6 more attempts to gain another first down.
They also ran 35 more plays than we did.
Right, but look at that. With 6 first downs, right? You do 6 times 3. You figure they're trying at least 3 more plays, right? Because first, second, and third down. So that's 18 more plays that the officials just gave them off the bat.
Right.
Ooh, they're going to get their asses whooped, bro. This is going to be an onslaught, man. This is going to be nasty. I'm so glad y'all get to see this in person. And oh, my God. Y'all got to take some videos. I don't want y'all to post them. Just take a video so I can see it later on. Don't send it to me because it's going to come out blurry. The audio's not going to be good. I just want to feel the atmosphere.
Oh, I'm going to be taking some.
Yeah, man.
I'll probably go live, though, too, from our NBN live podcast.
This is going to be so good.
Twitter.
Oh, my God.
And we have to, if we win, or when we win, we got to do a live ceremony with the NFC Championship trophy being. You got to be live from there so you can feel all the energy.
Oh my God, guys! This is the NFC Championship game. This is to go to the Super Bowl. This isn't just another Sunday. This is it right here. This is. Ooh!
All right. Over under 200 yards passing for Jimmy Garoppolo.
Over.
Man, you guys are quite confident on that.
I got him throwing 4 TDs, bro. This is that game.
Yeah, but you don't need to throw 200 yards to get 4 TDs.
I hear you, but I got him throwing 4 TDs, and I got him going over 20 yards.
Yo,
all touchdowns coming over 20 yards?
If he's throwing 200 yards, it's 25 yards, right? You do the math.
No, I was saying, I thought you said I have him scoring 4 touchdowns all over 20 yards.
No. I'm saying I got him going over 200 yards.
Oh, over 200. I'm sorry. I thought you said over 20. My bad. When was the last time that Jimmy Garoppolo threw for over 220 yards?
Saints game.
Saints was the last game?
That's off the top of my head. I don't know. Let's see here.
No, I really don't know. That's why I'm just.
I know. I don't know. I know he didn't
have
do
in that Seattle game.
It might have been Seattle. Let's see. Here we go. Jimmy Garoppolo. Well, see, they take away yards for sacks here. That's 285. Yeah, Seattle 285. Seattle's 285. Hey, over under on pass attempts for Jimmy Garoppolo at 30.
Under.
That was my next one, but I'll go under.
Oh, what was your number going to be? My bad.
My number is going to be 25.
Ooh, I would take
over. I think I got him at like 27 this game. 27.
Yeah, I would take the over of. That's crazy at 2 numbers because I would take the over 25. I would take the under for 30 though. 29 feels about right. But the thing is, I think this is going to be a more like I think we're going to run like 70 plays here, 60 to 70 plays here, and I don't think we're running more than we're going to pass.
Wow.
It, so take the over.
You think we're going to run 70 plays? You know how defense is going to have to be dominant.
I mean,
we were dominant as hell last time, and we only ran 45 plays.
Mm-hmm. You're right. And against the Saints, we only ran 63 plays.
Yeah, and that was back and forth, but there was a lot of big time scores there.
Let me see what we did against the Falcons. The Falcons game, we ran 62 plays. All right, so maybe about 63 offensive plays or so. But that 30 number is right there. It's right there, man.
Over or under 54% red zone efficiency offensively.
Huh.
When you say efficiency, you mean touchdowns or scores? Because field goals, I'm taking the over if you count field goals.
No, I'm talking touchdowns.
Just touchdowns, huh? Damn it. I tried to get it.
I don't count field goals.
I know. Nobody does. I was trying to get a freebie on that one. No.
Now you got to remember, this defense is really good in red zone right now.
Over. Now, just because you're talking shit.
No, I'm just saying, we struggle in the red zone. We still struggle to this day.
I'm going under, yo.
Really?
Yeah.
So we get to the red zone. We get to the red zone 4 times. How many touchdowns do you think we could walk away with? Because 2 is under.
2. That's 2. That's 2 from 4.
Robbie Gold can sit this one out, fellas. We're putting it together. This is the last practice before the Super Bowl. This is it. We going balls to the wall here. If you don't have a red zone package now, it's been 3 years. You don't have a red zone package now. When are you going to get one? It's too late to keep trying to wait. So we gotta get there. We getting there, man.
People think that we don't struggle. People really think that we don't struggle in the red zone. We do. And usually, most of the time, it's in the first half. And I'm talking putting points on the board and scoring, not field goals.
Yeah, no, we getting there. We getting busy, man.
I wonder what our percentage is right now overall for the year.
George Kittle, we got.
What's our percentage overall?
I think it's higher than you think because our running backs have run some 17, 18-yard touchdowns into the end zone. Let me see. I'll look for it. Justin Lee, thanks for the under. Thanks for the under. Thanks for the
question. Over under.
But when you say Niners 3 sacks, we get sacked 3 times or we get 3 sacks?
I think he's asking if we get 3 sacks.
Me too.
Oh, it's definitely over. We whooping rock. Okay, it's over. I'm taking.
We had 5. Just to put that in consideration, we had 5 last time without a D Ford. So I'm definitely going over. I think we get to Aaron Rodgers. I'm going to go 6 times this game.
Yeah.
And the only reason I give us 1 more sack with D Ford is because I think they're going to do a lot of hurry up, tire us out. Like I said earlier, roll out, try to get the ball out faster, type of things. But I'm going to go with 6. All right, so let's go to the next one. Over or under? Over, under.
God dang.
Oh, man.
6 receptions for Devontae Adams.
I'll go first. Over.
I'm going over.
I agree.
What do you guys think? Over. So what do you think?
9.
I think he's gonna have like.
I say
9.
8.
Whew.
Yeah. I think that this game they're gonna get desperate and they're gonna have to start feeding them. I really, really think that.
Yeah, but then okay.
All right, so let me ask you this question: over or under 6 receptions in actual time, not garbage time? If you guys think that they're gonna need garbage time,
Red zone
competitive
efficiency.
game.
Sorry, I just found it. I just want to say before I forget. Red zone efficiency. The Niners are at 53.2% right now.
So it's lower than the 54%.
Yes, it is.
I'm still taking the over.
Yeah, but I mean, you got a better chance of hitting 54% in one game than you do over 17 or 16.
Yeah, you
17.
said. All right, what was this one? What was this over under? Sorry.
I said over. So if you guys think that he's getting his extra catches in garbage time, what would you take the 6 in regular straight time when it's a close game? Or
it's only going to be close.
Here we go. Let me ask you this: over or under 6 receptions in the first 3 quarters? We'll take the 4th quarter completely out.
Adams?
Yo, he's not Mike Thomas, yo.
Wait, now don't do that because he's only Mike
He's
Thomas.
not Mike Thomas, bro.
Only Mike Thomas and Julio Jones have been targeted more than him all season long.
I mean, as far as covering,
part
bro,
of,
like
part of their offense.
You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. I just feel like as far as like Devontae Adams is good, but he's not on that. He's not that caliber yet.
The only thing is he's their only guy there.
Valdez, Scantling, Silver.
No, don't they got some dude last name start with a G too?
Geronimo Allison.
Allison.
Yeah, Geronimo Allison, but I mean he barely plays.
I don't know, man.
But really, I'm asking you, over or under 6 receptions in the first 3 quarters?
I'm going over. I think that man has 9 receptions total. Probably for like.
He's not going to get a catch in the 4th, even if it's garbage time.
What you think, Tony?
I mean, who's going to be on him? Like,
I'm going to say under.
The first 3 quarters.
I'm going to say under.
You mean 45 minutes of football completed, right? You don't mean just when the 3rd quarter gets here, Does he have 6 catches,
The
right?
first 3 quarters.
First 3 quarters. I think he's going to be under because I think the Niners are going to try to eliminate him and make the other guys beat him. That's what I think.
I think they're going to double him more than we think.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, hey.
I'm going under 6 receptions for the entire game.
Have the Niners doubled anybody all year?
Double Michael Thomas a few times.
Just on a handful of plays, though, right?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It's still
Because you got to remember, if it's a long developing route, Aaron Rodgers is going to be under pressure. So he's not going to have time to let that route develop.
And he only had 7 receptions last game.
that's what I'm saying. 6
And that's 4 quarters.
Y'all talking about you coming out 9 receptions. That's a lot.
They lost. They have to do something different. More balls.
I'm asking you the first 3 quarters.
You're
saying
I said
over 6
over.
receptions in the first 3 quarters. That's not even garbage time.
I said over.
I know. That's a lot.
6
They gotta do
receptions is
something
what?
different.
Over or under. Emmanuel Sanders gets 6 receptions in the first 3 quarters.
Under. Well, never mind. I'm not going to say what
Emmanuel Sanders starts off on the first 2 drives, and then that's
I
it.
know what he's been doing. I got you what he's been doing, but this ain't a been doing game. That's the whole point of Kyle Shanahan's offense, like deception, yo. Like, yeah, we've seen him do it. We've seen it happen, right? We've seen it. We've seen him go for over 11 catches, over 100 yards, 140 yards. It's possible. I'm just saying. Like,
Yeah, but that was in the New Orleans game, and the one was a long one.
I'm
Like
saying
70 yards.
it's happened, no, Nick, is what I'm saying. So what if it's time for it to happen again? Just like
I'm still taking the under. I think that the only reason I'm taking the under is because I think that there's too many. Emmanuel Sanders, I think, was more successful earlier on because the other guys weren't as established, so the confidence wasn't there. Jimmy trusts Bourne a lot more now. He trusts Samuel. We know he trusts Kittle, and he's trusting his running backs a little bit more too. So I think it's going to be the under. I'd be surprised if he got 6 receptions for the game. That's a good number for the full game for Sanders. But this one right here from Mark is a very good one. Not trying to jinx it because I love Jimmy. Over under Jimmy throws 1 interception.
I'm gonna go with under. I don't think he throws a pick in this game.
Tony, what do you think?
It's good if he doesn't, and it's good if he does, because you know what happens once he throws a pick. So, okay, I'll push it.
Push, taking the 1. Nick?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the push too.
Give me the over. Give me the over. They're
Dude,
going to get after him. He's going to be blind to a linebacker. They're going to get after him. They're going to blitz. They're going to send the house.
if he throws more than 1 interception, we're losing this football game.
No, I've heard this before. Didn't work,
I'm
though.
just saying.
He's going to throw 2 or 3, and I think it's going to be, a tip ball off of someone's hands and pops up in the air. There's 1, and then just the bad.
Yo, you're really trying to give me a heart attack at Levi Stadium.
I'm not. Bro, we could have turned the ball over 4 times that last game, and they still weren't going to win. Do you realize that they could have ran back 2 pick sixes and still would have lost by double digits? They're getting smoked this game, bro. That's all I'm saying. Like, it's nah, man. They
I don't know, man. I still think you're over. I think the Packers are still a better team than the Vikings right now.
both of them put up single-digit scores. I don't care about them teams. I'm not worried about them, man.
You confident as hell. I'm confident we're going to win, but I don't think it's going to be a blowout. Like if we throw 2 or 3 interceptions, we are not winning this football game.
I don't think so. I don't think the Packers are that good. That's like saying they're going to get any turnovers. We're going to get turnovers too.
I think the Packers. Don't get me wrong. I think the Packers can be leading this game, and we come back and win it. I think that's how good this team is. Like the Packers can have a 13-0 lead going into the half, and we win 26-13.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this team is the best at making adjustments during the game. No one talks about it. I've been banging that drum all season long.
I said it earlier.
Let me have my moment, man. I said it. I've been saying it all season. I've been saying it all season long. All right. These guys make adjustments and our defense gets turned. We have a jealous defense. We turn the ball over. Oh, it's our turn now. We have a very jealous defense. We could throw 2. That's okay. We're going to come back and get another one. That's what our defense does, man.
Yeah, but there's other factors that scare me if they throw 3 interceptions. Is A, the defense not getting enough rest. The Packers exploiting that with a up-tempo rollout, get rid of the pass, and march downfield and score, and then come back out, give the defense a break, and then if Jimmy throws another interception, your defense is on its back heels again.
Three interceptions aren't happening on consecutive drives.
I'm not saying it is, but it's still a big factor. 3 interceptions is a lot, Mike. It depends on where it's at.
When it's at. I mean, what time it happens.
Yeah, like
I can't say what I want to say, but I ain't worried about none. Because listen, man, that's what
dude. If he throws 3 interceptions, somebody better have a defib next to me.
I hope somebody's there to revive you, bro. Because I'm not worried. I'm not saying 3. I said 2. But
you said 2 to 3 interceptions. 3. You mentioned 3. That's a lot.
It don't matter. It's just another opportunity for the defense to go out there and show how dominant they are. Packers aren't doing anything this game, man. They're gonna get they're gonna get a drive or 2. That is it. The defense is better now than it was when we played them the first time. Their offense hasn't added anything for us to be like, oh wow, well now we're really gonna struggle here. They haven't done anything.
I'm not even looking at that game, dude. I'm really not. That game has nothing to do with the postseason. Nothing.
Except it's the same team and same coaches, but nothing else to do with it.
It's a whole different game, bro. It's a whole different game plan. It's
just a different kickoff time. It's the same teams. It's the same teams.
You're right. Preparation, though, it can be different. We don't know. I'm not going to count a team out just because we destroyed them. It's happened in the regular season before where teams got blown out in the regular season and got torn out.
Has not happened to the 49ers this year. We played 3 teams twice this year.
No, I'm saying in just the era of football.
So how can you go back and count the errors of football, but you can't sit here and count this game? How you gonna go back and count something?
No, I'm saying that teams have destroyed teams in the regular season and then got blown out in the playoffs.
We're talking about right now. Like right now, the 49ers team has been the most resilient team in football. They get beat, they come back out and beat the team that beat them. Like I'm not saying it's gonna be a blowout, but Nick, man, you gotta have a little bit more faith, yo. And
I do have faith. I'm just saying it's not going to be a blowout. I'm not basing this game off of past what happened.
Nick,
it's a whole different game.
3 interceptions, the game is over. We're going to lose.
Yes, that's a lot to come back from.
It's not. We saw 5. We saw 5.
We've seen 5 turnovers.
And what if they don't score?
We're also talking about a Pittsburgh Steelers.
What if they don't score?
Oh, here we go.
What if they don't score on those 3 turnovers, though, Nick? What if they don't score?
That's different,
right? But
is your percentage going to go up if you have 3 turnovers of losing the game? I'm not wrong on that. Your percentage is going to go up of losing the game. It depends on where it's at, what time in the game. You could turn the ball over on your 10-yard line. They punch it in. They get 3 off it. Whatever it is, the score is a score.
49ers Jimmy Garoppolo threw 2 picks against the Steelers. We had 5 total turnovers in that game, and we still won that game.
But they're 2 different total teams, dude. Like,
okay, let's talk about the same.
Rudolph and Aaron Rodgers, Aaron Jones,
and I can play quarterback for the
Steelers.
You turned the ball over 5 times. You don't deserve to win the game. They were extremely lucky to win that game. I said it at the game. I'll say it right now. And every one of you called me negative. But now you're saying 3 interceptions, they're losing the game.
It's a total different team.
It doesn't matter. It does not
matter. There was no offense with the Pittsburgh Steelers. No offense.
We played the Packers already, Nick, with a worse defense than what we have right now.
Bro,
what I'm telling you is
it's a different monster. It's not.
You're the same.
It matter.
Let me finish the thought. Listen to what I'm telling you. We played 3 teams twice this year. We played the Seahawks twice. Guess what? It came down to the very last possession, both games. Nail-bite games, same result, right? It came down to the last possession. We played the Cardinals twice. Nail-biting games came down to, not the last possession, but right there, same result. close games. This is going to be another team that we're playing the second time. Now, we played the Rams the second time, right? What they do? They said that regular drop back and pass the ball and try to run isn't going to work. They changed it up a little bit. We made adjustments, and we still won.
But it was a way closer game, wasn't it?
It was a closer game.
We didn't turn the ball over 3 times.
Huh?
And we didn't turn the ball over 3 times. And it was a way closer game.
It doesn't matter.
We're not going to turn the ball over 3 times in this game.
Well, I sure as hell hope not. That's all I'm saying is if we turn over the ball 3 times, it's going to be harder to win this football game. That's all I'm saying.
So let's say they throw 3 picks and they run it back both times, all 3 times.
That's 21 points.
That's 21 points, right? We beat them by 29 last time. They can't do enough.
That game has nothing to do with how many has nothing to do with how many points we're going to score this game.
You can listen to Kyle Shanahan say it has nothing to do with it. You can listen to the team try to say it has nothing to do with it. It has everything to do with it. We match up against this team better than they match up against us, Nick. That doesn't change.
Bro, it takes 1 game to lose. That's it. It doesn't matter.
I don't even
you
know
still have to play the game.
I don't know what that means. We're going to play the game. We're going to play the game or we're going to win the game.
Okay.
And if we get 3 turnovers, we're going to get more turnovers from them. More possessions for them is just more of an opportunity for our defense to shine.
All right.
How many times did they turn the ball over?
I would sit here and say I hope that Jimmy throws the ball over 3 times and we see what happens, but I sure as hell don't hope it happens. I hope he doesn't turn the ball over. You guys are sitting here saying that I'm wrong for saying that it's going to be.
No one said you were wrong, Nick. I'm just saying,
no bullshit. You all just said I was wrong.
First of all, I never said you was wrong. That shit ain't come out my mouth. So don't say I said you were wrong because I never said that. I just don't agree with what you're saying. That doesn't mean you're wrong. You're spitting your opinion. Mike's spitting his opinion. Tony's spitting his opinion, and I'm spitting my opinion. Opinions are all fucking wrong. They're all wrong. They're your opinion. My point is the 3 interceptions, 3 turnovers, whatever you want to call it. We play better with our backs against the wall. It's a fact. That's a fact. Tell me that's a fact. Tell me that's fiction, Nick. One of y'all motherfuckers tell me that's fiction.
It's
that's
how we are. We're a scrappy.
That's how we built, bro. We built our team off of adversity, off of coming back, off of Wayne, don't worry. It's 5 turnovers. We still got this. We're still in the game. Our defense is keeping us in this game. That's what you said. I don't give a fuck if it's Peyton Manning running the quarterback position. That motherfucker got his ass whipped by the Seahawks, and they had the best offense in football. Why? Because the Seattle had the best, because the defense.
They turned that ball over.
That's the defense. The defense. You're not going to talk over
that
me.
Offense.
Because of the defense.
Wait,
it's the defense.
The ball over
was the defense.
Times.
Nick, the Seattle Seahawks defense made Peyton Manning look like shit. So the San Francisco defense will do the same thing again to a team they already did it to. Why wouldn't they? That's the game plan.
All right. That's
Why
fine.
would that change?
That's fine. Because because you guys keep bringing up the Pittsburgh game. This is not.
No. I'm bringing up everything, Nick. I'm bringing up everything.
You keep saying because you guys keep throwing in my face that I said that we would come back with 5 turnovers. I did. That's a total different team than this Green Bay Packers team. You don't have Aaron Rodgers under center.
But the mentality.
Didn't had 1 good catch in that.
Nick,
that's a better offense. They beat us.
Nick, that's the point of me bringing up them was just because we had multiple turnovers in the game and we won it. That was it.
Right.
I didn't say it was the same roster. You're going on to something else now. I didn't say anything about their roster.
Because Tony just told me, why can I say this if we have 3 turnovers and now we're going to lose this game when we had 5 turnovers in Pittsburgh, but I was being so positive about us winning that game. These are 2 total different offenses. Pittsburgh is not the Green Bay Packers offense.
And what did the Packers do? Wait. What did the Packers do with 72 offensive plays last time we played them?
They had 70 offensive plays.
What did they do with the 70 offensive plays last time we played them?
Nothing. They scored 8 points.
So
but I'm not taking off that game. I'm a realist, bro. I'm not going to sit here and say
you can't say
the regular season that we're going to destroy them now. Playoff football is a total different monster.
You can't say you're a realist and then turn around and say I'm going to ignore the last time we played them this season
because it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
I want a cookie. I need a cookie, yo.
What does that game matter?
Because I don't understand why you keep saying, what does this game matter? The roster is the same. The coaching staff is the same. The players are like, what do you mean? What does it matter? We played in the same place.
Baltimore and Tennessee. When Baltimore destroyed Tennessee and Tennessee walked into Baltimore and destroyed them.
Because they had a different game plan, Nick. They ran the ball better.
Exactly. And the Green Bay Packers are going to have a different game plan?
That's what we talked about. What are they going to do different? There's nothing.
That's what I was going to bring up. I was going to bring that up. But you already
I'm getting frustrated because you guys are acting like this is going to be a walk in the park. And I'm saying we can't afford to turn the ball over 3 times. We can't look back at this game and say we're going to destroy them 37-8 again, because it's not going to be that way. We turn the ball over 3 times. We don't deserve to win the football game, and it's going to be a lot harder against this Green Bay's offense than it was in a 5-game turnover against the Pittsburgh Steelers.
I don't think the Green Bay Packers offense matches up well against the 49ers defense. I said it then, and I'm saying it now, and you can't say we can't afford to turn the ball over 3 times, because we literally could have afforded to turn it over 3 times last time we played them. Okay. You spot them 21 points and give them the 8 that they got, and they still lose that game, Nick. That's my point. You can't say that we can't afford it. We literally could afford it then.
But this is a total different game. This is starting out 0-0, bro. That's your point.
What did the score start last time we played them? What did the score start last time we played them?
What do you mean? 0-0, but this isn't that game.
Oh, okay. So it's the same, but it's not the same.
Because there was turnovers in that game that put us in good field position, and we scored.
One turnover that entire game, bro.
There was one turnover.
That was it. That was the only turnover that entire game. Their offense couldn't do shit.
They couldn't move the ball, Nick. They got sacked. Aaron Rodgers was getting pressure in his face.
And do you really believe that that's the same way they're going to come out this time? And
if we come out the same way on defense, yeah, right. If our defense is dominant, right, like it was last time, minus the turnover, take away the turnover, Nick. The turnover put us at the goal line to score real easy in the red zone to give us that 53%. Take that out, right? What did Aaron Rodgers' offense do after that?
Nothing.
I understand that.
And our defense is better now. I've said that 3 times already. Our defense is better now.
All right.
That's it. And then this Terradome, I put this up here because this is a very big contradiction. Nick's got a point. It's a 2-game season. Stay on point. Well, if it's a 2-game season, you're already looking past the Packers.
Why is he looking past the Packers? It's
because he's saying there's 2 games left.
Yeah, this game and the Super Bowl.
So that means that no matter what happens, we're getting past the Packers.
No, it's not.
Oh, okay.
This game is the Packers and then the Super Bowl. It's 2 games.
Okay.
It's 2 games.
So how, if we're not getting past
you can't even count.
How are we playing the Super Bowl if we're not getting past the Packers?
What?
How are we playing in the Super Bowl if we're not getting past the Packers?
He said it's a 2-game season. This game and the Super Bowl.
If we lose, how many games are left, Nick?
None.
So it's a 2-game season.
All that's left right now to win it all is 2 games. You have to win 2 games for it to be a 2-game season.
And if we lose, it's a 1-game season. He already called it a 2-game season.
There is a 2-game season left. If you either win or you don't win.
No, that's not true. If we lose, you're saying we're going to lose. We don't have 2 games left.
When did I say I was losing?
You just said that's what this whole argument is. You said that if we turn the ball over 3 times, we're going to lose. That's what you said.
Yes.
What I'm saying is, if that's the case, then it's not a 2-game season. It's a 1-game season.
All right, let's move on.
Well, the room is spoken.
So, how's the weather looking for the?
Bro, it's supposed to snow here in the morning. I'm so glad I'm going to Cali.
What time's your flight?
7 a.m.
Oh, you about to be out?
Yeah, I'll be there at 11.
Yeah, you about to. That's why you said.
I saw Renee and a bunch of people asking if we were going to meet up at a tailgate. I actually won't be tailgating because I have to go into the stadium early. But if you guys are going to the meet and greet, I'll be there.
Y'all gonna tailgate? They gonna tailgate after the game? I mean, I'm saying.
Yo, if we win, I think there's just gonna be a party all night.
Smorgasbord, yeah, whatever. Let's do it.
You got till 6:15 a.m. to get to the airport, Wayne.
That's fine with me.
Tony's like, nope, I'm leaving. I'll be there at 4:30, so I don't miss my plane.
The airplane 7:35 is when we need to be there because it leaves at 8:35. There.
Yeah, so, but I'm just saying 6:15 to get through security and stuff.
Oh yeah, that's right.
This guy said, "Hug it out." Look, I don't know why you guys all think we hate each other,
bro. This is wash, rinse, repeat, man. There's no anger. There's no vitriol. I don't get it.
Nah,
I don't get it, man.
Mike gonna cry when he get in the car. They don't know that movie.
The Dragon said, "You guys need a Snickers."
No. I like that.
Why I gotta go drink some? Yo, I'm being why I gotta go drink some Gold Bar? I gotta get up in the morning.
I think what it came down to was the fact that you were putting out a scenario, and we were trying to
serious,
say that.
George?
What George said.
Damn,
George, are you serious, bro?
Is he serious? I mean, it's posted.
Y'all can't climb over this banner.
Yes, I can. Look.
Yes, he can. Look. I knew he was gonna do it.
He looked like, what's my man's name from Home Improvement?
That's what I said.
Him the 2 minutes. I'm not Wilson.
Wilson. All right, he says,
bro, you can't even see me right now. Thank you.
The first Green Bay versus San Francisco game, I vividly remember Green Bay laying down early as F, and the sense of urgency in Santa Clara by both teams will be way different. Everyone bring your lunch pail. It will be a long game. Shout out to Wayne, Niner by nature, and all Capricorns.
Thank you, brother. It's my birthday. It's Capricorn season.
Oh my God, man. I can't hate. I got one here, so I would I can't hate on it. Man. G, you gotta check that out. We told G about doing this stuff, man. Now we never gonna see Tony again. This show is over for Tony. Where's he at?
You better climb over the top.
Yo, you climb out of there.
Where you at, Tony?
There you go. He in the wrong box.
Hold on, wait. I know what to do. Hold on, wait.
Hang out with you this weekend in Santa Clara. I don't know where the heck Mike went. There we are. Mike's gonna climb out now.
I tried to put Tony up top. I guess I couldn't do it.
George, much love and appreciation, man. Can't wait to see you guys this weekend. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun.
You don't need a lunch pail though. This is gonna be a walk in the park. Bring a picnic basket. Bring a blanket that looks like a chessboard, little checkers. Bring some bananas for the ants to find. This is gonna be a walk in the park, man. We got this one, fellas. There's absolutely nothing to worry about with this game, man. We're not gonna get it. It's
Tony just hiding. That's it.
He's just down there, man. This game is gonna be over. I'm telling you guys. This is gonna be an easy one. I hope you guys enjoy it. I want y'all to make some noise. I want to hear y'all in my house. When I turn the surround, oh,
you going to Dad's?
No. Oh yeah. Damn, that's right. I'm gonna be down the man. Oh, he got a surround sound system too. Ooh, I'm gonna have the walls rumbling down there, boy. I can't wait. I cannot.
They said bring the fur coats.
I'm not bringing no fur coat to California. You lost your coat, on mine.
It's gonna be cold out.
Remember Dwight Clark in the fur coat?
Stay humble, get loud.
That's right. I don't want to be humble. No.
I've
been quiet for so many years, man. No,
like how humble we gotta be. We're in the NFC Championship game. Why we gotta be humble? Like, I mean, never mind. I'm sorry.
We have been humble and quiet for so long, y'all. So long. This is the best team in the NFL. It is from top to bottom, coaching, everything that you want to include, except special teams. Special teams, the one thing that makes me nervous. But even there, it's above average. I'm okay with that. Guys, if we can't be boisterous right now and proud, when can we do it? And don't tell me after the Super Bowl, because the best team don't always win. We are the best team in the NFL.
Wait, say that again. Say that again.
Team don't always win.
Point exactly.
And
that's why this guy.
What did I miss? What does it have to do with anything?
You know what it has to do with it. Use the context clues, Mike. You know what he's trying to say.
About what?
Because I just said that a little bit ago about the Green Bay game, and you were like, it doesn't matter.
No,
the best team doesn't always win.
No. It's not about being better than Green Bay. We match up against what they do. There's a
You
big
said we completely match up way better than anything they have on that offensive side. That's what you said.
matching up and being a better team are two different things. There's a big difference. You want me to break that down for you? Because there's a huge difference. Because
I'm
the
moving
really
on.
bad teams that
Like I
beat
said,
good
I'm
teams
moving
because of
on.
how they match up with scheme and everything. We match up so well against this team that they don't look like a 13-3 team when we play them. That's fact. That's not going to change this week. It didn't change back when we played them. We are going to stomp these boys. It's just how it is. It's how it is. You guys enjoy it. You guys enjoy it. All three of you. You, and you. Y'all enjoy this one, man.
I'm enjoying the beat down.
He said we ain't in school, my dude.
Because he said context clues.
We about to mob.
It was crazy. They don't teach that shit no more, Mark. That's the crazy part. Like, that's how we just told our age. Context clues.
Cursive, how to write a check, all the things missing from school that I had to learn.
That's right. They took penmanship out. No more cursive. No more phonics.
Look at where this conversation went because you said context clues.
Yo, we got issues, man. Listen.
All right, y'all. Let's not belabor in the moment. I know you guys got flights to catch. My man got school in the morning. Tony, what time you leaving, man? When you leaving? You leaving Saturday?
He leaving with me on Sunday. Yeah, man. We catching the early flight on Sunday. We'll be there at noon. We hitting and quitting. That's how I know the foot. I'm coming in off the plane. I'm gonna be on the plane energized. I'm coming in. I'm gonna charge up. It's a wrap, yo.
You guys got premium seats. You guys got free drinks on the flight.
Maybe on the way back.
What I'm gonna do is keep farting, and then I'm gonna let them have them move us up. Yo, that's what you got. You got to do what you got to do, man, to get what you got, what you want.
I can't wait to see y'all. That's it. I just really can't wait to see y'all. We're gonna take Levi over.
That's the whole point, man.
Look, just don't fart in the section we're in. That's it.
And we outside. It's all fair when you outside. It's
nah,
outside,
bro. This ain't all fair and love in the game of basketball. No. I just watched that movie the other night, man.
Love and Basketball.
Yeah, I love it.
Classic. But I definitely can't wait to meet some of our peoples out there, man. It's good to always be in Cali, just chopping it up, having a good time.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, if you guys want to meet up, just let me know. Hit me up on DM or Twitter or whatever. I can send you all the information as to where the meet and greet is Saturday night. If any of y'all are around there, I believe they have Jeff Garcia coming in too for pictures at 8 p.m. At the meet and greet. If you guys are interested in that. I don't know. I'll be at the stadium Saturday as soon as I get into town. So,
woo! Nervous. Got me shaking.
Got me shaking.
I think we're ready to wrap this one up. What do you guys think? Any final comments? Any closing remarks? Guys, come on, man. This is it. This is the big one, right? The one before the big one, if we make it there. So we got to – I want some final remarks, guys. Come on, man. Give us the message, man. If you guys – this is what I want to do since the last time we're going to be on the air. All right, and I'm gonna make this long-winded. I'm going to say it really quickly, and I'm going to explain it. If you could give the speech to the team before they walked out the locker room or just a message, what would you say to them? So I've always had the dream of, like, I wish I could, like, do a huddle or something, like get these guys in there and, like, just get them fired up before they take the field, man. What would you guys say? What's your message? It don't have to be anything long. It could be – there's a lot of 1, 2, 3 word statements that are very powerful. So what would you guys say to the team, the entire team, before they took the field? What would it be? What would your message be?
My message would just be simple and easy, man. I wouldn't really say much because I don't think much needs to be said for this team. And I would basically just tell them, continue to do what you've been doing. That's it.
No. I thought you had a 3-word message for them, but guess not.
Just do what you've done. That's it. That's all that really needs to be said. These guys, I don't think there's going to be like an all-out speech. I think the speeches are probably going to be longer in each position huddle that they do on the field.
My message would be to the guys, continue being who you are. That's it. They've been who they were all season long. Don't change a thing. Go out there, continue being who you are, and then that'll produce results. The results of winning the game.
I don't know what I would say. I really don't.
That ain't gonna fire him up.
Don't give me a heart attack on the sideline, guys.
I don't know. I don't know what I would say.
I got to make sure I bring the resuscitator for this game because Nick gonna be having heart attacks.
I don't know.
So, as soon as the first interception throw, Nick gonna look at me and be like, and then. When the last time Jimmy G threw 3 interceptions, bro?
In
I don't think
practice.
he's gonna throw a year.
Bro, I'm not saying that he's going to.
I know, but I'm just
I didn't say that. Y'all should have I didn't say any of that.
You said if he throws 3 interceptions, it'll be
Your
hard to come
percentage of
back.
winning the game goes down. It definitely does. I don't care.
It does, but when the last time he threw them joints?
He hasn't. But Nick never said he was going to throw 3. He said over under on 1, and I said I could see 2 or 3.
This started from a motherfucking over under.
Yes.
Wow.
Wayne, people are saying that you gotta have a better.
No, they said bring that fire. I just didn't say it fire. I could have said the same shit, just said it louder and hype. That's all. Right now, I need my voice for Sunday. Y'all motherfuckers relax. I got this. I'm gonna be there Sunday, and y'all gonna be hype.
Drinking hot tea.
Yeah, I gotta preserve my vocal cords, man. You hear me going hoarse?
You hear me going hoarse?
Sweep the leg, Danielson. Sweep the leg.
Let's go.
Oh.
I want to hear what some of these people are in here. Be legendary.
Sweep the leg.
That's funny.
Oh man, I would say you only live once. This opportunity doesn't come around too often. Embrace the moment and let's go to the effing Super Bowl. Yeah, that's basically what I said. Continue being who you.
That's basically what
That's just basically what I said.
It's basically what we all said. Be like.
Oh yeah, no, you still don't know what you would tell them, man.
I'm hoping.
No, I got a lot of shit in my head. I don't know.
Well, we can't hear what's in your head, so you're supposed to say it.
No, obviously, Nick. Thank you.
Audio show.
Thanks. I didn't know that you're not a mind reader.
You can hold up signs if you want. They can see you.
Huh?
I said you can hold up signs if you want. They can see you.
No, seriously. I don't know how. I mean, I guess you could start off with, I don't know what I would say. That stuff like that just comes at the moment. Like, you can't premeditate that. When you're like inside the locker room or you're in the huddle, like when I played, whatever comes to you, you just spit it out.
Yeah.
I was never the type to say, like, I'm getting dressed to put my helmet on. What am I going to say? If we do this, we'll reach our goal. No. You get in the huddle, you fucking put your hands up in the air, and you just let it rip. You let what's in you come out, and that's it. It's not premeditated.
I don't think there's a lot of in the NFL. I don't think there's a lot of pregame speeches. I think it's just because guys get into their own rhythm, get into their own mood, and then that's why you have those little speeches amongst, all right, tight ends, it's all on us. Blah 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 blah. 1, 2, 3 tight ends, or running backs. We got to do this today. Blah 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 blah. Shimmy, shimmy, shake, hey, like whatever the hell they do, I think the speech comes after the game is mainly in the NFL.
We used to see them. We used to see the big huddles and the teams, on the sidelines right before the game and everything.
They do that still.
Yeah. But I'm like, when you say pregame speech, I'm thinking like in the locker room coming from the coach. Like, I don't think there's much of that. Like, I think it's like the quarterback goes in or, like, Richard Sherman goes in the group and says something or whatever, but it's basically, hey, guys, like you heard Chris Kosaric when he was like, take their effing hearts. Like, like that kind of speech, but
rip out their throat, something like that. He's an angry man.
Yeah, I love it. I love every single part of it.
He is an angry man, bro. He is an angry man. All right, we're fine. All right.
What would yours be?
Oh my God.
You ain't getting out of here.
Like Tony said, I got so much stuff in my head. I would tell them to look around. I want everybody in the huddle. Look around. Look at the man next to you. Okay. We're here right now because of them, not because of you. We've earned it already. We've practiced all year long. It started in training camp. We built something special here. So when we go out there, leave it all on the line. You're going to do it for the man next to you, not for yourself. This isn't about your what's the word? Not your accolades, not my accolades. This is for each and every person next to you. Do it for the brotherhood. Do it for the men in this locker room. Do it for the coaches. Do it for the Yorks. And when we go out there, leave everything on the field. We've already earned it. We are here for a reason. We are already prepared. The glory is there. Now get out there and take it. Let's go.
And beat that bitch with a bat. Bam. Let's go. Yeah, see, they don't know nothing about Raw Digger. Digger. First name Rashida. Nah, yo, man. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Y'all ready?
Man, look.
Let's go.
I wish I could break.
Let's go. Look, man. Mike got me amped. I can't front, yo.
I wish I could break him down, bro. I would be hyped. I would be screaming that to him, man. I swear to God, I would be screaming it to him, man. Woo! I want to do one locker room breakdown, man. I swear. Y'all been breaking your backs all year. You guys earned it. This opportunity is being given to you. Now get your asses out there and take it. Let's go. Niners on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Niners!
Let's go, Wayne. Let's go, Breezy. Let's go. Yeah. Nick, y'all fired, man. You, Tony, you fired, man. Where's the 1, 2, 3 Niners?
I like that.
I just saw you were reading the comment.
Dang. Woo. If the Niners come out the tunnel on some Wu-Tang while I'm there, bro, I'm losing my motherfucking mind. Listen, or Mobb Deep, if they come out on some,
they're not wired like that, bro. That's too old school for them.
Well,
man. Yeah, they are. They too young for that, yo.
All the stuff I've heard them listen to, I don't think I've ever heard them listen to Wu.
No, they listen to all that newer music.
What if they come out on the Quiet Storm, yo? They don't know nothing about Onyx.
Let's get out of here, guys. We're gonna wrap this thing up here before I give another speech, and then I'm gonna break my laptop for real, and then I'm gonna be all pissed off that I can't do live shows anymore. So, all right, man. Let's get up out of here, guys. Y'all already know the deal. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Everybody who made the contributions, man. You guys are great. We're going to see a lot of you guys out there at the game. I know that there's other shows on that y'all want to get to, so you go out there and enjoy those games. Spread love, not war. All right? Peace and happiness to everybody out there. And it is time, man. You guys, I'm going to see you guys on Sunday before the game. I will still do the pregame show. I'm going to talk my talk and all that good stuff, so I'm still going to do that. So you guys make sure you are still subscribed. Make sure you have your notifications turn on, and make sure you hit up the website. It's www.nothingbutniners.com. Okay, I'm going to speak on behalf of everybody on here. I got my man 49er Faithful 365 and Nick, NJ Niner Fan 499. That is Tony, and 49ers Breezy, my man over there. I am 49ers Mike _NFL, and we up out of here. Prepare for glory.
Anticipate paid.
But always remain faithful.
We out of here.